Well, that's the wrong view. Oop. There we go. Oh, I've already got a camera in my face. That's right. I was messing around with that before stream started. Hello. Hello, Hellecroft, Lady Ironborn, Dutch Black Cat, Portizo, Rika, Spizamud, Ablobish, Gemand, Jot, Eastwood Peak, special hello since first time chatting, and Grisgore, and hello Ace1234, and Life's Faded, and Uriketh. Hello everyone, we're continuing on with the manual scanning today. Well, not scanning, just identifying, documenting, cataloging, inventorying, however you want to think about it. Because I need to make sure I get all of that listed somewhere so that I know exactly what I have. And I have been working on the proper list of all of this stuff, so I can just pop that up real quick like here. And I'm now realizing it would have been smart to test if the laptop capture's working, but let's just find out live, and it looks like it is. So yesterday we actually scanned, identified 47 different manuals after all of that. Well, actually a couple more, because there were some that I chucked out for being dupes or, you know, not really that exciting. But yeah, we got a lot done yesterday, and we still have a lot more. Oh man, here we go. To do today. All of this needs to be gone through. There's a lot of more modern Microsoft-y type stuff. So I'm not sure what all will be in here, but we'll be working through that. So, alrighty. There's our objectives. Let me catch back up here. Hello, K Green, since it's your first time chatting. Let's see here. Valiant Steed, thank you for the subscription and for the 3rd month in a row. So, happy document management? Yes, pretty much. So, let's see. Let's hope we don't get any more moldy manuals. Yeah, I'm kind of afraid I am. See, I got my old XP scanner working with ViewScan on Win 10 because of that last stream. That's nice. I've had some problems with stuff like that too. That's one reason why I really like Linux is that once stuff's in Twain, it just works forever on there. Makes it much easier to manage. So before we get started on all that though, we're gonna qualify the 3 capacitors that we finished reforming in the last stream because we need to see how that worked out. I was really into the project at the end of it and I didn't want to get interrupted. So I need to figure out what condition those are in now. And let's do some of that, shall we? So if you remember way back in last week when we took these out of the floppy drive that they were in, excuse me, I actually took some resistance measurements and I'm curious to compare those before and after. So I will be bringing those up here right now so that we can take a look. I did not do cap number 3, unfortunately, but I do have 1 and 2. So this one, this one we won't have a resistance measurement for, but those 2 we will. Let's see. Yeah, the olden days. Yes, the olden days of last week. So, alrighty. Let's start out here. I should probably do this on actually the same unit that I did the measurements before. Do I have a second set of clips that I can use? I think I do. Yeah, so let's use those instead because I don't really trust my fluke probes. Part of why I keep making my own cables is I don't really trust the fluke ones because they keep going bad in the handles. It's really annoying. Yeah, after the last stream, I decided to sort out my manuals and documentation, so may start digitizing soon. That's awesome. That is exactly what I want to hear and inspire, because it's really great to get all this stuff saved and backed up. So I haven't started looking into what all I have or don't have yet, or what is scanned or not scanned yet, I should say. So that will be my next step after today's stream, because there is, yeah. And here I thought Fluke was top quality. The actual meter itself is really nice, but the probes continuously die on me, which really sucks because they're super expensive. So yeah, that part I'm not thrilled about. Let me go ahead and use the Nikon here because I can, and grab a reading for you. So go ahead and do boop. There we go. I'll hide the laptop because we're not using that at the moment. HDMI cable's in the way. So here we are, the much better looking camera, at least temporarily. So let's see. Toolwolf doing some VHS backup now. Nice. I've got a slightly okay workflow for that done. It's just all right. So, okay. So this is cap number 1. This was reformed now actually twice, basically. It was originally 280 kiloohms. So let's see how it measures now. Go over to resistance and we get overload. What happens if I touch these? Nothing. Okay, maybe we should use the fluke. Maybe I measured it with the fluke. Because that's a little strange. So let me do, whoops, this. Oh, you know, that's kind of better than the way I was doing it earlier. I like that layout. Anyway, well, that's the downside, yeah. There's no tightness control for the rotation of the monitor, so it kind of just does whatever. Let me get the thing open. There we go. All right. Move the leads over to the fluke. Oh, but now it's upside down. Nikon, transform, rotate, 180 degrees. There we go. So, oh, this looks real weird with it being just like pure white. Come on, stop it. There we are. Yeah, doing resistance measurements in a void. Let's see. Pomona test leads are pretty good. They have nice grabbers. That's nice. Someday I need to either invest in them, some different ones, or just continue making my own. I haven't decided yet. See, the ripping converting isn't that bad, got it automated, but scanning of the spines and all that stuff, yeah. No, that part's not fun. See. Capacitor has left the chat, yeah. So let's do this and this. And 7980 mega ohms. So we went from 280 kilo ohms to 100 mega ohms. That's doing a lot better. I wonder what the top scale of the 34401A is, because this might be higher. So that's a significant improvement. And that I expected to see, because we're basically measuring the leakage current here. And if I remember correctly, I actually did a current test on the Fluke here, and it runs, it outputs 1 milliamp power for this. So this is gonna go fairly quick, and it will eventually stabilize. And this is in line with what I saw the last time I did this. Let me refresh myself on what the result was for that, because it was pretty substantial. Let's see. When I did one of the capacitors in the Data General terminal, it started out at 22 kilo ohms and got up to 2 mega ohms. So actually this is way higher, and it just overloaded. Okay. But we saw that it was really high. So, see, I was watching Tech Time Traveler's video on Ohio Scientific before this stream. I have not checked out his channel yet, but a lot of people have been recommending it since I started the S-100 stuff. But yeah, so that one did real good. Started up high. Let's see what, that's number 3. We can't measure number 3. Well, we can, but we don't have a before value. So here's resistance on cap 2. That seems very normal. That's what I would expect. So 25 mega ohms, and it started at 260 kilo ohms. So dramatically better. See, your caps have an extra pin. Yes, so those are mounting tabs. So this is not connected to anything electrically, and it's just used to hold this very large cap in place so it doesn't rip on the other pins. So, but I'm quite happy with that result. I'm not happy that my display is so kind of dirty. It's almost scratched or something, I can't tell, but that looks good. Just for giggles, we'll measure cap 3, even though we don't have a before on it, just to see what we get. 1 mega ohm. So this is a much lower voltage capacitor, and the capacitance itself is higher. So there will be more parallel layer, and the dielectric will be thinner. So the lower resistance measurement makes sense. So that is to be expected, but 1.1 mega ohms is nothing to sneer at. So that's doing pretty well there, I would say. So I'm happy with that. Let's go ahead and do the other test, ESR here, and see what we can get. I think we got nothing on these when we tried to measure this last time. So this will be interesting to see. Go ahead and turn this on. First of all, I have to say, this setup is so much easier to read than the GoPro. The GoPro, again, this is terrible. It's way difficult. I have to hold it in the particular place, and we're getting all the, yeah, that's just, that versus, boom, this, so much better. And it's not that it's, you know, the angle, because I have this camera too, which is the actual angle for that, but because it's a webcam and really high up, yeah, it won't work, and I can't really get it closer because then it'll be in shot. So like if I go back here, there I am touching the webcam, so you can see it's 1 finger's worth out of length or out of frame, so I can't exactly bring it any farther down. But yes, we'll do ESR meter here. So I'm going to set it to CP correct, and then we will do see, we actually want to do that, and then I will set this to I think R there. So let's go ahead and pop cap 1 on. All of these measured 0 ESR, if I remember correctly before, probably because they were taking in so much current that they were just reforming. So this should be, come on, give me a value. It's actually measured acceptable for the capacitance before, although I don't know why it's not bringing up anything here. Oh, you know what? I got to change the frequency to 100 hertz because these are big fat caps. There we go. Still 0 ohms ESR. That is really weird. I don't know what to say there. So, technically the Nikon is also in the shop, but I see what you mean. Yeah. So, Mercy Rose, hello, since it's your first time chatting. See, but yeah, no real resistance there, just the capacitance. So that's a little strange. I'll widen that out a little bit here. So, yeah, there's that. Let me go ahead and do cap 2. So on negative and positive. Give it a moment here. It's trying to get an actual ESR value, but it's still figuring it out. Come on. Really? This thing is really difficult to use. There we go. So this one we actually get an ESR, 10 mega ohms. That seems a little high. Yeah, sometimes ESR is the best test to go on. Yeah, I don't normally bother with an ESR test because without having like the data sheet for the capacitor, you really don't have like a baseline unless you're super familiar with the way the circuit is set up and stuff like that. And this one I'm not actually seeing a data sheet on. There's a date code 8130, and unless it's series N, which I don't think it is, there isn't a series on there, so they're just Nichicon. So this is measuring a little weird here. What's the deal? Why is it nanofarads, actually? I really don't like using this thing because it's so inconsistent. That'd be funny if the battery was dying and I was doing part of it. Do the caps wiki page. I will do that when we go to actually put the power or the whole device back together, so I can take pictures of the caps and the boards and stuff. So we'll do that at another time. But I will go ahead and make a caps wiki page on the data or on the floppy drive. So yeah. Let's see, 2 nanofarad. Yeah. So you have to cal the meter to get accurate readings, but pressing cal does literally nothing. So I don't know. I could see the battery being dead. I don't remember when the last time I changed it was. Probably never. It might actually be the same garbage battery it came with. I don't know if I have like new batteries to put in it, but I can see if it's the same weird one that was in it. The one that initially fried the diode that came in there that I had to replace immediately. So you hold cal for a few seconds, follow instructions. Okay, I'll try that after I look here just to see. That is the original battery. Alkaline batteries generally stay pretty close to their actual voltage, so being down to 8 is not great, but it probably will work. Yeah, 8 volt without a load. It's not doing so great there. Now I need to make super certain I get this back in correctly. Yes. Okay. Let me go ahead and tighten this down. I will probably be replacing that. I do not have one here right now, so yeah. We'll do that later on. I'll try holding cal and see what happens. I don't know if that'll actually help. It would be nice. You know, it would be really cool if I could do this white countertop type stream thing all the time, but I can't imagine how on earth I would keep it clean. But it does look really good. All right, power, holding cowl, open, okay. Is that a battery indicator there? Okay. Closed. Or do I push the button? I don't know, I've never done that. That cap is just dead? I don't think that it's the cap, Stefan. I really don't think it's the cap. It's looking like it's the meter. So that was 2 that I was working on. Let's see, we can try the horrible capacitance test in the fluke here. It's so bad I can't even remember where it is. Oh, no, it's only the 289 that can measure capacitance, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think mine can. Yeah, all right. Okay, open. It's just pass. That's it. Is SRT supposed to be short? It can't. It's got 4 characters. It could have done. All right, whatever. Yeah, this really doesn't have a menu. No. Ah, I found cap. Okay, here we go. Does have caps, just unlabeled. Oh no, it's labeled right there. I'm just an idiot. So if we take 2 here, negative, positive, we get nothing. What? Cannot discharge capacitor. This might be, auto range is 1 nanofarad. Okay, hold on. Close, 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 range. MF. What is this, 4700 UF? It doesn't go this high. The max range is 1000 UF, so this thing is millifarad. That's actually, okay, there we go. That's right, millifarads. So the cap is fine. So there's an actual capacitance measurement of the cap, so it's good. Okay, so boom. Okay, now let's go ahead and put it back onto the DIR-EE. Clip. Clip. Whoop. Clip. Okay. Frequency 100 hertz. Bingo. We're going to do ESR. Please let me do ESR. Why won't you let me do ESR? You know what? I think I have to do that. And now I can do ESR because this is the most confusing thing ever. So it's 4.16 millifarad. Okay, 0 ESR again. So weird. I don't know if Cal actually helped or if it was that it got shut off and the battery drained a little bit. Let me put the other one back on that we already tested to see. And are we getting weird readings now? Nope, that looks right. 4.18, okay. But still 0 ohms ESR, I don't know. It could just be really high or really, really low. Let's try the other one, the 15 volt one. That one might have a different reading here. That's a little strange. It's not 15 picofarads, that's for sure. Maybe a different frequency? 120 hertz, 1K. No. 100. ESR. What a great brand. Yeah, I don't think I would recommend this thing. Well, there we go. That's a real reading. This is a 15,000 UF cap, so there we go. Finally. It's just difficult to get it to do what you want. Oh, the ESR went away though. No idea why. Oh well, but there we go. We got some readings on the caps. So no idea what ESR might be, or it might just be so low because these are enormous capacitors So yeah, that's likely. Because if I grab, let's see, I actually had set one aside here. Where did it go? I had, here we go. Okay, Rubicon XYJ, TXW, cap 400 volt, 100 UF. So this is the big boy one that we reformed, or reformed to 50 volts. Let's see what we get on that. So I'm gonna let it pick a different frequency here, maybe 1 kilohertz, something like that. But we're getting an actual ESR here. So these may just be towards the upper limit of what this thing can really do. So we might just be really kind of outclassing both of these things when it comes to measuring the capacitors, which tells me that the 100,000 UF capacitors that are in the CompuPro are probably going to be completely unmeasurable on these. So yeah, that's fun. But there we go. We got some readings. I don't think we can put too much stock in those readings. I am going to put more faith into the measurements that I did by running the power through it with the multimeters than anything else. I think that was the most revealing test that I did, so yeah. But now we need to get back to doing cataloging, so we can set up for that here. Camera person, while I appreciate the close-up, USB adapter would be nice to see Shelby once in a while. Yeah, it really doesn't like having the camera in my face. I'm gonna try leaving this as is, and then I'm going to move over this way a little bit more this time. You might notice here, actually, that I moved the camera from the arm being right here to over here, and I'm hoping that I can shift this whole thing slightly farther over and be less obstructed as I'm working at the laptop now, because I think that'll actually work out better this time. So, yeah, but it's time to get started on all this. There's a lot, so this is going to take a while again, but we'll see how much progress we make. Let me get this all set up here. I'm not going to write down the readings we got from those capacitors for the resistance, because it was so high that it's kind of outside of the range, but we got some good measurements there. So, okay. I need to plug the camera in to the laptop over USB, and it won't reach going that direction. Actually, it's going to be slightly a problem with it right there, because that's going to be in the way. USB cable is that, so maybe, let's see. Do it that way. That'll probably be good. Okay. So let me reopen the camera program here, and then we will get I open DaVinci Resolve. It's going to be real mad because it can't connect to my server, or it'll somehow manage to connect to my server and then be super slow. All right. Well, while that's going, and I got to wait for that, here's a fun test I'm doing. So I want to replace this keyboard, but I want to replace it with one with a trackpad built in. So for this entire stream, I'm using a trackpad here to control the streaming computer just to see if I can tolerate it, because I really want one that has a trackpad built in right there with the arrow keys up above it, and then more custom keys along the top. So I'm seeing how that goes. And I happen to have this delightful little Alps Glide Point PS2 trackpad, and I'm not disliking this. This is okay. So I'm probably going to keep using that. But, well, not going to keep using that cap because I like the cap, the mouse pad, but I'm going to keep working on this. Or I might use the trackpad when I get the other keyboard. So, okay, we're going with this. Let's see, PS2 trackpad. I've never seen that before. Yeah, not super common, but, you know, when you look for everything forever, you kind of find some uncommon things. Let's see. I wonder if you'd be better off with a zoom lens on the Nikon and putting it above the shot where the webcam is. Adjusting the zoom on the fly would kind of suck if it's high up, though. This is a zoom lens. It's not a really high length zoom lens, but I hadn't considered that. I have a 75 or 55 to 300 millimeter zoom lens. That would probably do everything I want. That's a thought. I can't use it for the overhead shot though, because again, the sensor will overheat on it, and you can't do that. You can only run it for 30 minutes at a time, then you got to reopen the shutter, so that won't work. But okay, let's get cracking here. Right back into this. So item number 1 is a Microsoft thing, and I actually need to go into the settings on here and flip everything around since I'm no longer running the camera upside down, and I would like to make sure that I have the angle good. It looks like it's tilted forward a little bit here. Let's fix that. There we are. That looks better. It's pretty level that way. Okay. So, what is this? This is Microsoft C compiler. Okay, is there something in here that says what it is about Microsoft C compiler? Package contents, thingamajigs. Yeah, so actually I wonder, I put this here and I switch to that. That'll get you a better view while I'm doing the setup here. So what's it say under, well, it said it. I mean, there we go. This is kind of more what I'm looking for, is a really obvious thing here. Microsoft C compiler for MS-DOS user's guide, because just up here, oh, here it says high performance software. And then here it's a bunch of like, you know, all about the thing. I'd rather have the big one shot, here's what it is, and then get this, the copyright date and everything. So I will be going for that. This talks about Xenix, that's kind of weird. So okay, we'll go with that as our shot. Back to this. How's the alignment? Let's see, trying to boot my C64 onto BBS, but the modem seems to be dialing the wrong numbers. Ooh, that's not going to be fun to troubleshoot. Okay, and this is not going to be fun to focus, so we'll use our focus box again. And I don't have a good way of forcing focus. I've really tried to figure this out, but I can't figure it. So I'm going to do a test shot that will grab focus off of the dollar, then flick that out of the way, go back to live, excuse me, and there we go. Now we will have our nice shot. One thing I'd noticed when I was looking at these images, actually, let me see here. If I go to these and take a look at it, not the NEF, I was finding some of them to be kind of blurry, and I'm wondering if it's I'm shaking the table, or I've actually had a problem where the shutter will actually cause the camera to shake so much that it will always have a little bit of vertical motion blur just from having the picture be taken with live view. So yeah. Yep, Redstone LP2, you did not miss much. Do you have a sheet-fed scanner? I do have an ADF scanner. It's just right over there, but it needs a little bit of refurbishment because the roller wheels on it are marking pages up when I try and run stuff through it. So I'm gonna have to disassemble it and like soak the wheels in it in isopropyl or something. So yeah. See, $243, $4.43 worth of focus. Yep. See, so what you're saying is that you need to bribe the camera to focus. Basically, yeah. But that looks pretty good there. So I'm not going to worry too much about the shake on that image. All right. I will go back to live view here. Flip the page over. Get the copyright dates. Oh, okay. 'Cause this kind of thing, these binders, unfortunately, well, I don't know if unfortunately or fortunately, however you want to think about it, almost everything we're going to look at today is going to be in a binder. So these are going to be pretty consistent in how they are set up here. Definitely, unfortunately, I can't zoom in this program for some reason. They just did not add that capability from what I can see. I don't know if they'll have a feature for that or something. What? Eclipse totally automated capture for Corona. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Capture interface for public photo box. No. Repeated batch mode. I don't know what that is. Preferences? Wait, can I not uncheck it once it's checked? Huh, okay. Color management. I was just kind of hoping there was a way to zoom. But I don't see one. Can scroll, control scroll, shift scroll, alt scroll, control alt scroll. I can super scroll, but that'll just make it transparent. Let's see, that's full screen. Yeah, oh, this is kind of weird. I can make it do, I think, a full output image somewhere. It's really weird. Synchronous capture, I don't know what that is. Control plus minus, no. That doesn't work, so, yeah. So you're looking forward to writing an OS? How hard could it be? Yeah. So I found a nearly mint Epson ADF scanner thrifting. I'd be happy to send if you're interested. Needs power adapter since I used my scanner while work to test it. Send me some information about it, and then I'll look and see if it makes sense to do it, because the one I have does work, but that scanner also has some issues, so it might be worth just using a different one. Like the ADF on it, I don't have the original top for my ADF scanner, and the original top is supposed to have white on it, but instead now when I scan stuff, it's just like plastic from the bottom of the ADF if I try and use the flatbed part, so it's not ideal. I can put something like this behind it, of course, this white foam core, which I'm using this time, but I would have to do that. Red Dwarf mode, how do you zoom, move it closer to you? For sure, but I want to just pixel peep to see what it looks like, but I don't see a way of doing that. So, all right, I'm just gonna ignore that. We will continue on and assume that that's good, because I was just trying to see if there's a quick and easy way that I can verify the capture quality. So we'll just pull that one out. Got that one down. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put these again. I guess right there. So, all right, we got a couple of Microsoft things we're gonna get through real quick here. So next, we have Microsoft with, I don't want to know what that brown goo is. Fortran reference manual. There we go. And this is Fortran compiler. So we'll go with that. Let's see. Might not be a bad idea to back up ADF scanner with all possible paperwork scan. Yeah, and then some of them might actually be better with the like smaller sheets of paper too. But then the other thing is I'm concerned about things that are like, this is all crinkly and kind of bad, and I don't know if this will be scannable like that. I bet this stuff is already backed up. I'm not too concerned about Microsoft documentation not being scanned. I bet it's already been done, but you know, I want to make sure, and I will scan it if I have to. So let's see. Okay, that's good. Go ahead and use my focus box. And I'm gonna guess one page over. Yep, it has all of the copyright dates. There we are. Those are in focus enough to get information, and there we go. Oh, I realized I just left it all like that, so you couldn't see all the pictures. So, I regularly run crinkly sheets through ADF on copier at work without trouble. All right, well that's good to know. I know something like a big Ryko or Xerox machine can probably be better at that than the small ones, but I don't know. It's something I'll have to experiment with for sure. I'm gonna bring this whole bin up so I can reach this stuff a little easier. Still have more Microsoft manuals to get through, like a bunch. Is that it though, actually? There are 2 more IMSI floppy disk manuals in here. What? How many floppy drives did they throw away? Yes! Oh, score! The one manual I was hoping to find in this box. The Televideo 950. Yes! Ooh, that's cool. But, oh, sweet. Oh, those are, oh man, there's a lot of good stuff here. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. Those are exactly what I was hoping to find. Oh, that's so nice. Ah. I was really afraid I wasn't gonna have these after going through all the other stuff, but yes! Oh, I'm very happy now. Okay, let's put all this in there. We're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. The ViewSonic monitor looks really good. I did not get that. I want that now. Oh, that's really good. Okay, let's get the Microsoft stuff done so we can get back to the fun stuff. Ooh, what's that? It's another Microsoft thing. It's just Microsoft. Oh, business compiler basic system. Now, there's some cool stuff in here still. All right, let's get to these. This is another Fortran compiler, but also a macro assembler. Oh, okay. We have user's guide and reference manual. So we just did the reference manual. So now we're going to look at the user's guide. But all right. Oh man, I am so happy I found those 950 manuals. Oh, that rocks. I was very concerned I wasn't going to get those, and I really wanted them. Okay. You think you like the... Yeah, okay, what do you guys prefer? The software view of what I'm scanning, or the GoPro view of working through it? What do you guys want? Because GoPro view will give you more motion and show you what's going on a little better than the laptop view. So... poll, I'd rather just like an instant feedback, yay, nay, on GoPro. I don't think we need a poll, because I don't have to wait like a few minutes. Yeah, 50-50 just to be awkward, for sure. So, GoPro. All right. Okay, we're going to go with GoPro for this stuff then. I will try and kind of like stick it just under here. There we go. That won't interfere with the actual scanning, unlike these super crinkly things. That's going to be a problem. I'm going to have to use the glass on this. Wow. At least that works. Okay. Oh, that glass causes some really bad reflections. There's a narrow window where it's not a problem, but I think I can take a picture in that. So yeah, like that it's not red all over. Is that a fridge shelf? Yes, it is. Fridge shelf works pretty well for being a robust piece of glass, because it's meant to have stuff whack it, so it's fairly strong. And I don't know if it's tempered. I doubt it, since people are likely to be dumb with it. All right, there's that. See, plastic binder, paper holder thing would help. The rolling plastic binder. Oh yes, like the sleeves that you'd put the paper in, for sure. All right, Microsoft Macro Assembler. Oh, this one is thick. There is no space wasted in that one. Like, Fortran manuals, I don't know, kind of filling it up, but no, they have wider pages and then more of them. Oh, the curved plastic thing. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that goes right here. Yeah, that would work. So you put something heavy in it to lay down the paper for later scanning. I'll figure it out. I'll cross that when we get to it. I really doubt I'm going to have to scan the Microsoft Fortran stuff, though. I can't imagine that that's already saved somewhere. Microsoft may have even released PDFs of it. Not a Massam fan. I don't know if I have the actual disc for this, because none of the stuff here is actually in these. And I doubt this was used with the CompuPro. I think there was just some PC stuff that got mixed into here. I mean, I think theoretically this could actually be used with a CompuPro since it's an 8088. I don't know if it would be compatible though, since it's meant for MS-DOS. Would be interesting. Well, I guess I'll be able to find out because I own all the stuff. I can just try it. So, there we go. All 4 Microsoft manuals there done. Oh, wait, we got the business basic compiler. Is there any other Microsoft stuff in here? Let's just get all the Microsoft done in one thing. Oh, whoa, that's cool. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff. We'll get to that later. This is not, these I think are, a sealed MS-DOS 6 Turbo Basic Database reference Omniform that's slightly moldy on the bottom. Not fuzzy moldy, just dark. 2 more IMSI manuals. That's not Microsoft. This is, I have no idea what this is. Not Microsoft. I know what this is. This we're not looking at because that's user data. Okay. Let's go through this stuff. Let's see. Manual soft. Okay. Have you thought about framing the 500 francs from the other day on your wall? You mean this? I'm probably not gonna frame it, but I'm not gonna like get rid of it or something. So, see that bottom looked like a fork. Was confused for a second. Not super cool look, really. I'm not sure what you mean. Okay, so let's get started with that. So, oh man, this is nice. I like this. Ooh. Snazzy. Oh no, it's another mimeograph thing. Ah, gross. I'm not gonna be able to escape this, am I? This is over full. There's too much in this binder. Have they added to this again? What's this? Why is there like a second thing in here? Microsoft Basic Reference Manual. That sounds right. Oh, hello, 8-inch disc sleeve. So there should be a Microsoft Basic disc somewhere here. Okay, good to know. All right, well, I don't see anything that doesn't belong. I think it's just too big. All right. Microsoft Basic Compiler User's Guide for the MS-DOS operating system. Alrighty. Let's get a shot of this. Is there a, like, revision over here? Microsoft 1983. I don't see any other revision information, although they added another phone number. Was that a correction? Hold on. The original phone number here says 828-8080, and this one says 882-8080. Did Microsoft mess us up in here and then have to correct it? Or did the previous owner call that and it was wrong and then they had to correct it? Weird. Is the camera gonna work? Yes, there we go. This is a very large book. I'm gonna have to zoom out slightly. I think it might actually be able to focus on the text that's visible through the page. Let's find out. See, you have a little overlay. Oh yeah, let's hide that. There you go. It was able to focus on that stuff. That's pretty great. See, that's where the cap reform was yesterday. Yeah. Let's see. Hello, Caitlin. Okay, let's do this. I don't want to tear the page as I flip it, but there's not enough room to just flip it here. There we are. Line this up. Should definitely be able to focus on that. Caitlin, thank you for the Prime sub. Okay, so that's it. Oh, wait. Let's do whatever that is in the back, too. That is such a nice cover on there. I really like that. Microsoft Basic Reference Manual. I like how it's all lowercase for no reason. All right, let me figure out the alignment. So you gave up on the C64 to try the Spectrum. Oh, it's way easier to turn the page when there's less stuff behind it. All right, that's documented. Yeah, I bet this tore just because there's too much in here. I don't know if the way it was put together is too much with the like basic and business basic, but oh well. All right, time for the weird books. Hope I don't need to scan this. I don't think it'll matter. What is this even? Oh, is this just some Excel knockoff? Yeah, I'll just take a picture of the cover. Whatever, we're not concerned about that. See, anyone remember the basic stamp? No. Yeah, this is just kind of like a whatever thing. I don't think anyone's gonna miss this. Oh, come on, you can't focus on the stain. Whatever, I'll get all the information with the dollar. Remember Omniform? I think it was a piece of software that allowed you to create and fill out forms. Oh, that is what it seems like. You know, it's just not a tremendously exciting program that someone is going to be trying to, you know, have nostalgic memories over. Like, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if this Turbo Basic Toolbook would be more fun. Wow, these pages are in really bad shape. Is there a version somewhere? Doesn't seem like it. Seems like something that should have a version. See, a little microcontroller module. had a basic interpreter, stored basic program as tokens in the EEPROM. Interesting. There we go. It's the first printing, 1987. Okay. Being a, I believe, third party. Oh, no, this is an official book. This is a Borland book. Okay. Well, this might be worth... Oh, man, that would suck if I got to scan this thing. Hopefully I don't. This might be worth preserving. That dollar was in the way, but whatever. I think I'm going to have it here. All right. And then probably the only manual in perfect condition because it's still in shrink wrap. Ooh, that's cool. That's right. This is MS-DOS 6, so it has double space, not drive space. And this is the one that Microsoft was sued over, and they had to remove. See, binders won't work on the 2-glass angle scan. No, they won't, but they will work in an ADF. So binders are actually easier because I can just take out the pages and then run them through the machine that can do that automatically. I don't have... Actually, I think I can just do this. Click. That'll probably be in focus enough. Although it's a little... Let me try this. I'm going to put the glass over it just to flatten it. It doesn't help that much. Actually, it causes some really bad reflections. This angle may not be working as well as I'd hoped. Let me try pushing that light back. Oh, I'm like super short on power cable for the one over here. Can I bring that up more? I can. Oh man, I got that in there good. There we go. That might help. It'll actually help me read chat, because every time I look at that, I get blinded by the light. That reduced the reflections a lot. It also turned this light too far away. There we go. Let's see, MS-DOS 6, new in box, can't sell out new PC though, yeah. FDs are fine until 2 pages are stuck together and you have to find out later which ones get stuck. Yeah, I mean, it'll beat manually photographing each individual page though, for sure. Actually, that's no longer an issue now. So just take the picture as is. There we are. Yeah, blinded by the light for sure. So, okay, that's all of what looks like PC stuff. The first person who answers this question determines what we do next. IMSI or CompuPro? IMSI it is. Otaku Podcast right there, quick on the keys. Man, everybody just wants IMSI. I already mentioned the same stuff we already looked at yesterday, but you guys went for it. Ah, man, no love for CompuPro. Wow. So I like the surface is steadily getting dirtier. Yeah, definitely. Okay, we're going for the 2 more IMSI floppy disk user manuals that I have for some reason. No idea why. There are 4 of them. I think I only have 2 cards. All right, let me hold these off to the side. I got to make sure there's no personally identifiable information in there. Looks like it's good. These look like they're potentially less modified. Actually, that's really interesting. Ooh, hold on. That's floppy disk system user's guide. You know, we were looking at these yesterday. There were a bunch of tabs in here. Like, if I just go grab one of the other ones real quick, like. There are tabs in here with notes on them. The former owner must have put those in there. So this is probably a more representative of the original production of this manual than those are. So that's interesting. All right, let's go ahead and take some pictures. It feels like these came from a distributor. That would be hilarious if I got distributor stuff. Oh, here's what you were talking about. The black, the curved thing that prevents them from getting bent over. Oh, that's cool. There's a note that's a warning about a problem. We'll document that separately. And then they have some code for loading paper tape stuff. I don't know why that's in the floppy disk manual. Floppy disk operating system DOS A. Oh, these aren't like all different. This one has tabs in it, by the way. Appendix B, boot program listing. No way. Oh man, is this finally... If this is what I think this is what you have to type in on the flip switches on the front to boot a floppy. To boot CPM. Oh, I hope you don't have to type that much. Oh, no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. I'm never booting this off of a floppy disk. That's how much you have to put in there. Whoa. But that's called boot program listing. So that's a thing. Appendix P, BIOS program listing. CPM interface guide. Oh, there's some good stuff in here. Maybe they have so many manuals. Maybe it came with like 6 different manuals. Hold on. Floppy disk system user manual. Floppy disk system user manual, but they're proportioned. MSI system, MSI 8080. These are weird. They're all different. What? No tabs. This looks more the same as the other one. Floppy disk system FLB. Ooh, a look in the floppy drive. Those are way different than the other drives I've got. Oh, there's the diagrams if you need to make a new transformer holder, I guess. Wow, okay, well, let's get some pictures taken. There's some weird stuff here. Yeah, have fun typing that every time you want to boot CPM. Oh yeah, for sure. That'll just be a delight. See, I'm afraid that the closest thing I'll ever come to an MSI is that MSI replica. This was a very spontaneous and unexpected and unbelievable thing that happened to me. And it's possible it could happen to someone else. It's not likely, but it's possible. So, yeah. Let's see. Loading drivers with paper tape. So you need to use a paper tape driver to load the floppy disk? I wasn't paying attention. Is that what it said? Oh, that'd be awful. Oh, man. Miss when they actually gave you this stuff. Now it's a QR code. Go to some link. Yeah. Oh, man. But all right, let's get some pictures taken. I'm I'm gonna have to scan all these, aren't I? Because there's like 12 different manuals inside all these binders. Sometimes doing the right thing sucks. You know what? Actually, I need a pad. Bump that up a little. I have reflections. That's better. It's not really going to be helpful to just take like one picture though, so because I got to go through this and look at all the things. It's like, here's the warning that like our stuff's broken, and then here's the code on how to unbroke it. Like there's a lot. Take a picture of the letter. Hey, maybe you could recruit aid, maybe set up a robot, make your fans do the scanning. That would be kind of amazing if I could do that, like Twitch chat scans books where there's buttons to flip page and then scan and then flip page again. I mean, there's zero reason to have human involvement other than, I guess they could validate whether the page was good or not. Twitch chat could say that page was bad, then the robot could keep track and go back and then rescan the page. That would be a thing. All right, let's go through, at least get the front pages of everything that's significant, like this, DOS A, whatever. So one day I'll not be an hour late. It's no problem, Cody. Have I been doing this for an hour? Wow, it really doesn't feel like it. I guess when you do stuff like measure the... Oh, that's bound. That is separate, you know? I wonder. Because this binder doesn't match the other ones. Nope, that's different. Okay, but that has a binding. It's smooth. Maybe it never had a paper back on it. Maybe it was just bound to make it easier to put in the binder, but that's strange. I think I could take this out to do a picture. I wouldn't trust Twitch chat to do that. Well, the idea would be that the robot, if I had a robot to do it, which is obscene and obviously not going to happen, but the idea would be the Twitch chat would validate whether the robot did a good job or not. They could basically say, redo this page again and nothing else. That would be what it would do. See, or it's unused and the binding is just so the paper doesn't fly over the box. Yeah. So I know other manuals like that have parts with glue bindings. So yeah, it's just not, because it's glue bound. Like all you'd have to do is just dip the edge of it in paper or in glue and then it's bound. That's how that works. So I'm guessing that because it's very smooth. I don't know if you'll be able to tell that from there. Like maybe if I get a nice reflection off of it. Yeah, kind of there you can see. It's not like rough, like papers, like like it's ripped off. It's just bound, that's all, just nothing else. It didn't have a cover ever. So it goes back here. I will put it on this side though, because now I need to get that CPM user's guide thing. Man, that is old. Yeah, it's hilarious that there's computers that go to this stuff, but yeah. Twitch chat would spam redo no matter what. Oh, and I mean, I understand your skepticism and your pessimism, like I really, really do. But if Twitch chat can play Pokemon, they can come together and like scan some documents. It would be really boring. It wouldn't attract the kind of people who would really be that problematic. All right, Appendix B, boot program listing. This is exciting. Go to the next one. Appendix C, boot or BIOS program listing. Ooh. They can barely play Pokemon. I'm pretty sure the punchline was that it took forever. Well, I mean, yeah, but they did it. Let's see, Appendix D, CPM automatic bootstrap simulators for use with old floppy disk interfaces. Again, that delightful phrase, old floppy disk interfaces in your 1975 computer. Ooh, some blank tabs. I can add my own manuals to confuse the next person as to why all this stuff is in here. By the way, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to do this for all of the other binders, is go through every single tab and document all of these, because I'm pretty sure that the people did whatever they wanted, so yeah. They braved 4 hours of people making the player continually jump off the ledge. Hellencroft, they absolutely did put the tabs in themselves. This manual does not have them. But I'm also finding out that these are different. That's the other thing. Like, this is the last one in here, I believe. So I can close this one up, call this one done. But the thing is as I do that, all right, you'll notice these covers are different. This is MZI system, and this is MZI 8080. And then where the line break is after disk or after system on these. So they're different manuals, but kind of the same thing. So I don't know, maybe all 4 are different, because I've noticed this the other day. Like if we look in this one here, this one has the picture of the floppy drive up front, I think. Yeah, here we go. This thing, only one of the 2 manuals I scanned yesterday has this picture in it. So I don't know what the other one is. So these are different. For some stupid reason, they're different. Yeah, what is the die a picture of? I was wondering that too, like why? They're not a semiconductor manufacturer. They don't do that. They buy Intel parts. Is that an 8080? Or is that something weird, like a 4164? I don't know. Alex Whitney, yes, they may have unique pages too. So, let's see. Have you ever seen an analog computer in action? It's best when it's based on valves like my Heathkit. No, I have not. I've seen a relay computer in action. They are very noisy. So, yeah, they might have unique pages too. I'm pretty sure they're going to have unique pages the more I get into this. So, yeah, gotta scan them all. I probably am. And the reality is, for these stupid mimeograph things, I'm probably going to be best off hand photographying every single page rather than trying to rely on an ADF, because the mimeograph stuff is all stuck together. I'm going to have to peel them apart anyway. So, and I'm going to have to figure out the best way to do that too, because that's a thing. Like, I don't know, should I heat them up, or will that cause them to bond to the pages more? Should I just rip it off and whatever happens to the paper happens? I don't know. So, see, still need to get the second drive of my MZI floppy drive working. That'll be nice to get going. Let's see, relay computers are awesome, yeah. See, have you looked at, Stefan, so in the MZI video I just released on the channel, I actually mentioned that I might review one. The exact same company, Cesar, emailed me asking me if I wanted to review that exact same scanner. And I just replied back, yes, that I would. So I'm waiting to potentially hear back from them, but I haven't heard back from them. So I may not get it, but that does look potentially good. The other problem is that there are some things in these manuals, like the schematics in the back. Oh man, just look at, this is so, so sad to see. It's so bad. There's schematics and stuff in here that are going to require a higher resolution setup like this DSLR thing. So it may not be the best solution overall, especially for flat bound stuff like this. I might be better off doing custom stuff like this. And if I do end up doing the photography, for these scans, what I'll end up doing is making a jig that'll have like a corner that I stuff the pages up into so that there's perfect alignment every single time. And then I will have an ImageMagick script that'll run on all of them to crop every single page down to the same size. So, yeah. Are you going to be doing touch-up on the ones with ink bleed? Absolutely not, because every page has ink bleed. And I'm not touching up all who knows how many pages are here. That would be insane. So, this is the 8080 die, and it looks pretty much the same as the cover. All right. That makes sense. Yeah, these pages are going to suck to scan. So... But anyway, let's see. Replacement parts. That's a new page. I haven't seen that before. This one's also slightly overfull. Errata information will be put in front. Immediately preceding. Okay, floppy disk system. 76. I don't think there's any particularly special information. Appendix A, CalComp OEM reference manual. So I'm wondering if the CalComp stuff is actually who made the floppy drive. Because I'm going to guess this is another CalComp 140. Yep, CalComp 140. So I think CalComp is the OEM for the actual physical floppy drives. So you know, maybe if I can find a CalComp 140, I could just connect it directly to there. Well, all right, we'll get this photoed here. Get this manual over with. I didn't take a picture of this floppy drive picture, and I kind of want to, so let's do that. All right, let's get that CalComp thing just in case. That's a slightly different revision. Ooh, hello, what's that? Got the MSI 8080 and then the floppy disk thing. So cable goes, oh, that's interesting. So the dual cards go to another card in the floppy box. Ah, I actually just learned something there quickly. That's nice to know. Well, all right. I've been wanting to build the T full of, I'm not familiar with what that is. I'm gonna look that up, cycle. So, okay, that's quite similar to what I'm thinking about doing, and I have the half pane of glass, except I would not use a smartphone. I would use the DSLR because it would be way, way better. But yeah, that's fairly similar to what I may do if I do this manually. So that's a thing. I'm not quite sure what their page holding mechanism is. Is that just, or is there none? How's that holding up the page? Well, anyway. But yeah, something like that, potentially. And for the record, it's basically just this pane of glass, but with something to prop up the page, it looks like one side of glass. We still want the robot, though. If I get one somehow, like if I look it up and there's, you know, an old automotive assembly plant closing down and putting all their stuff up on Craigslist, then, you know, I'll get one, but I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, it's just a cheap, simple version of the plexiglass solution, yeah. It looks like it would be pretty good. And I could definitely make something like that fairly quickly. Actually, interestingly, if I go grab this, I think I have more of these. I might actually be able to attach some stuff to my glass pane over here, because I have these weird suction hooks. There we go. So I could potentially use that as construction onto the glass. But I don't remember. I have a bunch of these, but they probably got all lost in the move. Oh well. Put that back as I continue working here. All right, getting the CalComp manual just in case it's different. Now that I've disturbed all this, let me recenter. Yeah, they definitely do make robots specific for document scanning. I'm obviously not. I'm not looking to spend multiple thousands of dollars on a solution for scanning manuals and stuff. This is one of those things where I'm going to do it once and then I'm probably done forever. Because honestly, how many times am I going to get a score like this in my life? The data general stuff did not come with documents like this. This is very unusual. By the way, we're done with IMSI now. We're on to CompuPro, which is what I really thought all you were going to pick the first time, but nope, you had to go and surprise me. So, all right, CompuPro. We have a lot. So there's a bunch to get through. So let's see, probably done forever. People start dumping all sorts of fancy ancient docs. Well, it is a thing. If I became someone known for doing that, I might end up becoming a repository for people to send that stuff to. I would probably do something along the lines of, you would pay me to do it if you want it back, but I will do it for free if I get to keep it. But yeah, so let's see. Well, considering your thrift history, I'd say you're due about 7 more. Yeah, so duplicate disk 1 manuals. This is concurrent DOS and some extra stuff. What's that? Also concurrent DOS, so the installation guide. And then we have uniform micro solutions. This is one of those hilarious, weird, like puffy binders. So there's that. Whatever that is, IBM computer compatible version. I don't know what micro solutions uniform is. What is this? Congratulations on your decision to purchase uniform. It'll open. Wait, is this that? No, that was Omniform. Uniform allows you to redefine the operating format of your floppy drives, manipulate data on diskette. Oh. That's weird. Some kind of floppy disk thing. That's really strange. Huh. Okay, well that's probably worth preserving. And then this was super cool. 8080 machine language programming for beginners. This is great. Copyright 1978. And this is in really good condition, actually. It's very nice. And I like any book that has lots of little diagrams in there. This is it. I don't think this has been read either. The spine's in too good a shape. So this is the kind of thing where I would be doing the, what was it, tie flick scanner type thing. It looks like you kind of just jam the glass in there, but you absolutely have to hold the book open somehow. And like this one's so stiff, it's actually picking up the glass a little bit. Yeah, you do something like that, and then you have to light it, and then you can take your top-down shot. So this would have to have weight. Yeah, I don't know. It'd be doable. It'd be a pain, though. So that already left a gap in that book because this is so solid. Yeah, all right. Let's start going through these. So you keep this up, and Internet Archive is going to reach out with a job offer. That is, I wouldn't be against that. I do very much approve of what they do. Well, there's that, and then information on what it was available right at the beginning. I'll go ahead and do the T-Flick thing. Shadows are a big problem here, but I'm only looking to get this. go. Oh, that made a weird sound. All right, Uniform by Micro Solutions. We don't know how many printings there were, Bad Dog. There may have been one printing. I am going to retake that because it didn't actually focus there. Okay. This is a staple-bound book, so I can just put the glass over the whole thing. This is first edition because it's a software manual. I mean, how often do I really have to update that? I still have that nasty glass reflection. When I get more serious about this, I will have to do this. See, I'll have to set this up in a way that I can do without getting reflections. All right, I'd probably be lost without archive.org. Yeah, they are a fantastic service. They are great. Let's do these because they're not in a binder like Concurrent DOS is, and that's going to be a mild pain. These are identical. Make sure that they're not different revisions, because I found out actually some of the stuff were different revisions that I was looking at. So that was a thing. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything so far. Yeah, I think it just got right off into, like, here's how you use it without getting into anything else. So, okay. We'll image that one. See, 8080 machine basic programming language for beginners. Is that... I don't have to do it? That is the same book. So yeah, I don't need to scan that one. That's nice. It's always nice not to have more work to do. Oh, cool. Thank you, Commander Keen. Let's see. Use the TV light box to light the desk. Yes. So when I start getting a little more serious about that, my plan is to get a new piece of this foam that's not horrifically disgusting like this one is now. You can get these at the dollar store for, I'm pretty sure, $1. Although, you know, the whole everything happened over the last 2 years. So maybe they're $2 now. So I'll buy like a big pack of them and then use that. But yeah, we'll see. But anyways, use that, make my wedge glass thing, and then use that to light from the side. So that's the plan. Same ISBN means same content? I don't know. But at the very least, it means it's low priority, because if there's already a scan. So that means that I don't need to do that one quickly. There's an existing scan out there. I should do stuff that isn't scanned first. So there was no revision information, and I didn't even see like a copyright date on this thing. Yeah, it's just on the back. They're identical. All right, I'll just take a picture of the back. Yeah, $1.25 tree, whatever it is. I don't know. Okay, there's that one. Then, CPM 2.2 manual. Yeah, it's also better to dirty this thing up because I don't have to wash the white fabric. White fabric is not going to hold up to that kind of stuff all the time. Also, thank you, Tesva, for the Prime sub. All right, is there a revision on this? CPM 2.2 manual. There's copyright. Yeah, I think that's it, just copyright there. We'll go ahead and grab this page instead, though. Okay, next up is the big concurrent DOS binder of all of the concurrent DOS-ness stuff going on. I'm not sure what all is here. There's more, clearly. So there's this, that goes to 5.5, and then concurrent DOS XM installation guide. These are different manuals. Okay, but this feels like that. So that seems different. There's this. This is mimeograph, duplicates of something. Okay. Cool. That also has bad water damage. What was that? And another thing. Let's get that out. All right, whole bunch here, man. Dollar plus taxes plus inflation story, yeah. The thick manual holds all the secrets, yeah. So you're saying this thing, yeah. Concurrent DOS user guide. That is exactly what that is. Then we have CPM 86, technical manual installation procedures. So yeah, we have installation guide, user guide, customization guide by a third party, half of something here, a scepter manual. I don't know what this is. This thing's weird. Because this was punched poorly. The holes are along the edge, so this could never be in a hole punch. Then it seems like these pages are actually out of place. Hold on. What is going on here? This is like a whole thing. See, much of the CompuPro stuff is already scanned at the same site the 88 machine language programming book is located. Okay, that's good to know. Because I'll be going through and trying to cross-reference what is scanned and what isn't, so that I can keep track of that. But also, hello, since it's your first time chatting. See, do new revisions of a book get new ISBN numbers? I don't know. Okay, so this is A38, A36. Okay, so if I go to 5-5 here, is this page missing? Yeah, so 5-5, 7, 8, 5, 9, 6, 1, flip, 6, 3, so 6, 2. Okay, so this concurrence, I think that doesn't go in there. I think this goes here. That seems out of place. That looks like it should go right after the cover, actually. Yeah, so this is IV, so this is I and I2, so this should actually go here, and then I have that goes like that. Okay. So that's there, okay, but then this all, not poorly 3-hole punched, and has a different label up there, so that doesn't go to this. But this feels like that, so I think this is actually the back, even though it wasn't 3-hole punched. So all that's the concurrent DOS manual, which I'm guessing they cut the binding off of to poorly 3-hole punch like that. That's really annoying. But I think that's it, and then whatever this is. 2.9, is there other pages? 3, yada, 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 5, 6, something. Then switch settings for multi-port cards, huh? Why do those look like ISA cards? Those don't look like S-100. Weird. All right. Well, whatever that is. All right. If any of that is 4.1, I know it's not scanned. You've been looking. I think all of it's for 4.1. Let's see. About, yada yada. Okay, concurrent DOS and XM DOS concurrent DOS 386. Whoa, 386. That's really late. Okay, concept, something or another. Let me see if I can find a version number. Wait, Windows? Windows are areas of your computer screen from which you can run and watch screen output for your applications. Okay, so it's not Microsoft Windows. That's a little confusing there. I don't see any kind of version number related with any of this, actually. That's going to make this complicated to document. So, let's see. Maybe some of the more manuals and common paperwork may be scanned, like the CompuPro and IMSI manuals, but some of the addendums may not have been. Yeah. Does that mean a CompuPro can run Windows? I mean, if it has a 386, I'm pretty sure it can. Even the 286 card I have can run Windows. I mean, I think you can run like Windows 1 on an IBM PC, so probably, but I don't know. Let's see, novel picked up concurrent DOS in 1991. If I remember correctly, concurrent DOS was some sort of multitasking DOS. I mean, that's what it makes it sound like on the cover. Concurrent DOS, multi-user multitasking. So, yeah. But I'm not seeing a revision anywhere. This is more like a general guide. I don't know. Is there a year in the front? I don't think there was. About this guide, yada yada. I don't know. Does it say who it's even by? It's by Digital Research. So is this missing the attribution page? Is that what's going on? That really sucks. Welcome to concurrent DOS. It doesn't say squat. It's up to 386 though, so this is late. Okay, so whatever this is. Customization guide for concurrent DOS. Dated 85. Yeah, it doesn't really say a version. Let's see. CompuPro did have a PC video board for S-100. Actually, I have a CompuPro gem disk. That's cool. Okay, I forgot to pick up the documentation when one of the businesses here let me know they were getting rid of their old stuff, and I'm kicking myself for it. Ah, that is a shame. All right, what's this? December or April 85, version 3.1x. Ooh, did that have a version? No version. So I think this is a VSyn manual as well, based on that. So that's a VSyn concurrent DOS installation guide. So, and then there's this technical manual, dated March 84. I don't see a specific version number, but this is CPM 86 anyway. See, concurrent DOS 386 was a major rewrite and enhancement. It uses 386 hardware virtualization. It enables most DOS applications run via terminal, even if they access video directly. Also provides multi-user concurrent file access with record level locking. Okay. So, okay. This may go to that, but it wasn't. Let me see if the 2.9 fits in somewhere here. 2, 1, 11, 10. So this has a 2.9, so this doesn't go in the middle of this. So I'm going to treat that separately. I don't know what it is. This does mention it, but I don't know. So, all right. Start documenting. This binder is full of weird stuff. So unspecified 386 concurrent DOS user guide. I think VSN acquired CompuPro at some point, or got about changed names. VSN seems to be all over their late manuals hardware. That would make sense, but some of this stuff I've also seen prices on, like it was a third-party manufacturer of documentation. I don't know. Maybe they made stuff for it and then decided, you know, why compete when you could collect. It just bought them. Okay, so there is that. So you get a 3D machine, 36 Heathkit computer of it though. That is good. Barrel battery wasn't leaking. Concurrent CPM 86 is a multitasking version of CPM that evolved from Digital Research's earlier multitasking NPM product. Separate add-ons are available with 3.1 that added DOS compatibility. This was integrated into the product, renamed Concurrent DOS. Interesting. So this might be weird. No, this is single user operating system. I don't know. There's so much stuff. It's definitely why I'm not trying to like research all this stuff while I'm doing this, because I'm just getting to the grips with what I've got and what's going on here. I will go ahead and take a picture of this introductory page that at least mentions that it's a 386 version. So. Half of a concurrent DOS XM manual. Configuration guide. That is a really high spec'd out system there, Del Forte. Got a lot going on there. All right, I can't get the glass because I put other stuff on it. Well, I guess I can lift it off. Do that. Let's see, that page has links to the concurrent CPM manual, as well as links to an 8-inch floppy image. Ooh, yeah, 3.1. I don't know which all images are out there and done. That's part of why I'm gonna have to do a lot of research, and I'm probably gonna end up doing something similar to this with all the floppy disks I have to catalog what I've got there and then search out what's been imaged and what's not, so that I know what's best to spend all the time on. So yeah, I've got a lot of work ahead of me. Okay, that. How does one little tiny binder have so much in it? Man. Wonder if it's going to be able to focus on this. Nope, can't focus. See, as you have original disk, I assume it would be okay for you to grab original, grab that image. I mean, I could grab it if I had dupes or not. I'm not really sure. I'm going to start consolidating disk images of every kind for this stuff now into one location, just so that I have access to everything quickly. But yeah, so I will be going and looking for all that. Come on. Oh, staples are folding this really weird with the water damage. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so for something like this, if I actually go to scan it here, oh, I guess I should bring the camera over a little bit. I might just remove the partial staples. How is that working? Is it only going through to the middle? Is that what it is? I would probably remove the staples on something like this, and then just lay these flat to take the picture, because I think it'll make more sense than trying to fold the paper against itself. But I don't know if I'll have to scan that. I wouldn't be surprised if I do have to scan that one, but we'll see. See, GoTech with all the 8-inch images on it. That's my current plan, actually. I'm thinking that that might be the way to go. If I can get image or disk controllers working on both systems, I think just having that would be the smart way to do it, so I don't wear out the hardware and have to set all of it up. It's like, I gotta be honest, it's a bit exhausting moving all that stuff around to set it up. So not having to do that wouldn't be the worst thing. Oh, this is another needlessly massive copy because it's all single-sided. Really easy to tell when they had access to the mimeograph versus the Xerox, because they Xerox stuff single-sided and they mimeographed it double-sided. That wasn't in there. This was, and then I don't think anything else was, so blah. All right, there is that. That is not quite it for CompuPro. There's one more that has a failed clip. What's going on here? Did this all just fall out? Okay. So this is a Gifford MPM 18 user manual, which is weird. I don't know why it's a third party, not digital. Whatever. Do you think that the floppy disks and manuals for IBM AIX would be archived? I know someone with the floppy disk. I think they have that stuff, or yeah, it's on their web server. I think they had to get some of the extensions for AIX and get those for the system, but I don't remember now. It's been a little while. But I do know there is someone out there who has that stuff. Found a floppy controller for my TMS 9900, only $350. Ooh, ouch. Okay, I'm more interested in getting revision information here. There we go. I think copyright notice. Copyright notice will double as revision in a pinch here. Let's see, AIX is on the same side as concurrent DOS. Ah, okay. I don't have anything that can run AIX, so it doesn't really matter to me. At least I don't think I do. I don't remember what the processor is that is for that. Seriously, camera, this is not a complicated thing. Do Power PC. Oh yeah, because I don't have to archive them then. There's a lot of 5 1/4 inches. Okay, yeah. Oh, now as soon as I put the dollar in there, then it does it. There we go. No, Welsh boy. I keep using that to set the focus because it has a lot of detail and it's thin. It makes it easy to get the focus correct for the images. It is used on the RT jout. So, all right. That stuff's all done now. Move it over here to the massive stack I'm building. This is a bunch of potentially new Sony double density floppy disks. I'm gonna go put all those on the floppy disk shelf. I don't know how I missed that. There it is. we're making good progress. We are close to done here. Let's see. Let's do the thing that we took a sneak peek at yesterday. So we have some more stuff here. Oh, I love how this is all in a 3-ring binder and then not bound. I think I just changed the ISO from 400 to 200. Let me quickly test here. Oh, that's way, way overblown. 200. That looks better. Although, you know what? We'll leave it. Whatever. Okay, so we got a lot here. MSI 8080 RAM 4A goes there. The earlier image of that. So this is different than the other manual we determined. The Center of Study for the Future for some reason. Okay, whatever that is. It's a lot of junk in there. Probably not going to bother with that because it's weird. Basic E reference manual. We have that sort of. There's 2 pages. Basic E, and then CPM memory test main module. I'm not sure. This is all related. And then there's something else here that isn't related. Then there's this, which is weird. We'll do that. And then, oh, the glorious hard drive pamphlet. And then whatever this is, I don't remember what that is. It's something MSI, but I don't know what it is. Because the font's very MSI, but it's just like some kind of loose sheet. So, all right, we will document the Basic E reference manual and hope that this stuff actually all goes to it. And this just goes off to the side as user data. And yeah, that's it. Same with this weird program listing thing. That's got personal information on it, so that's not commercial. So, okay. Nice HPIB tutorial manual. Check out the Discord. Okay, thank you. That sounds interesting. So let's go through this all. So much. Start with the basic manual since that's loose paper. Get it out of my way quicker. Let's see. Click, click. Wow, things all red even in this view. Yeah. Let's see. All right. That's dated there, so there's no reason to go into that. Although this is dated December 76, and then that's January 77, so that's a little, oh, that's January 77. Okay, that's good. Microdisc early revision manual. For some reason. See, I do need to finish a scan of it. Oh, okay. See. Yep, and because, oh, they did have access to double side. Nice. Really? You can't focus on that? Come on. It's even super thin. You can see the stuff under it. I can't move my hand out of the shutter quick enough. But I can do this, and then that, and then cheat. Cover has a nice picture. Ah, cool. Is it an official HP manual? Because they always have some really fun stuff. Looks like the, their stuff always looks like the Missile Command artwork for the 2600. Yeah, so it'll look like that for sure. I have a quick look. It uploaded the cover. All right. Yep, that's jamming. That's not what I thought, but that's very jamming. I actually have a published book about GPIB in particular, IEEE 488, that I keep meaning to read. But generally, I don't have to worry about the actual interface protocol since it's handled by the cards. So, all right, we're doing a full scan on this right now because it's only 4 pages. So, actually, I can just flip it open and get the whole thing all in one go. So we're gonna have an actual scan of this. It's too cool to not. And I'm gonna try and eliminate as many reflections as I can here. So let me work on that. I'm gonna rotate that light a little bit here, see if that helps. It rotates the other one too, so that kind of makes it weird. If I spin it that way, that helped a bit more, but now I think our lighting is inconsistent. Oh, you know what? Just use the television. All right, it is now slightly tipped back. And turn the TV on. You gonna turn on TV? There we go. All right, turn all that off. Oh, that's awful. The other part of this is that I need something to reflect the light back so we don't get shadows, but the thing that reflects the light back is currently under it. So you know what? Let's just do this. All right, watch this. You ready for those highlights and reflections to just disappear? Boom. Well, it didn't help quite as much as I'd hoped, but it'll work. That is better. Let's see. So I think the alignment's good. I would really like to have less of a reflection here. I'm not quite sure why it's so bad. I'm trying to reposition the camera and the television between each other a little bit here because the arm is going into the TV when it doesn't need to be. So I'll do that there. And then if I tip both of these in a bit, and then adjust the exposure, ISO 100, shutter speed, let's go 1/200th. Ooh, we're getting real close here. I'll do this for now so you can see what I'm seeing as I work on this. So I'm trying to set this up so that it is all better aligned here. What is happening? Cody, I'm doing a proper actual scan of this because it's cool and there's only 2 pages. So, yeah. Okay, so let's drop this to 160K. The thing here, you can see the histogram right there. I just need that to be full scale like that. That's perfect. Okay, so we have minimal light reflections here. So that's good. I think we're good on flatness and distortion, no real bad shadows. So let's go ahead and take our first picture. Hiram, I'm not currently doing cap reforming. I don't really have anything to reform at the moment. Well, I mean, there's lots of stuff to reform, but nothing that I have immediate access to. So I'm not worrying about that right now. Okay, so here's the image. That all looks really nice and crisp. Yeah, I'm very happy with that. Yeah, 3 caps of the floppy drive have been formed and we confirmed that they look pretty good. So I will have to do some distortion correction on this, unfortunately, because it's just never going to be perfectly straight. But, you know, doing the best. So, all right, let's flip this now. All right, that looks pretty good. Reshoot. Are you kidding me? You can't find focus now. There's a nice seam right in the middle. How can you not focus on that? Oh my gosh. Let's do the dollar focus. And then I will go to continuous capture. I will remove the dollar, and then it won't focus. I can reshoot, and then I'll have my in focus shot. Now we can go back to this, check it. Looks good. A little bit of more sharpness than I would have guessed. That might be because I'm saving as JPEG. If I open this, well, that's just the thumbnail. We can't actually look at that. Can I open, oh, it's Darktable. There we go. Darktable is an actual image processing application. So I should be able to go to, where is it? Exposure, bring that up. Now if I go in there, still some sharpness, but it's not too bad. So, yeah, I will be able to do some good stuff with this. Like if I bump the contrast up, we'll get closer to the actual image. You can go and adjust the white balance. Temperature is a little weird because of the television, so it's actually closer to that. But yeah, I'll be able to get some good work done on that we'll do later. I bump up the saturation a bit to make it more pleasing. Yeah, that's going to be really nice once I process that. So that's good. Go with that for that thing, because there's only the 2 pages and I just wanted that done. So there's something. All right, back to this. Actually, now that I think about it, if I set up that whole isolated box, I don't really have to mess with the lights because they just are obstructed by the things. Oh well. Come on, light, stay where you need to be. There we go. All right, let's get the TV out of here. It's a shame the television's just gonna have horrible CRI just because it uses garbage LEDs. So I'm not sure if I'll want to use this light for all the actual archiving or if I'll use my like video lights or something. All right, there is that. I'll bring you back to this. Let's see, don't have the money shot. Well, no, I got the money shot, that's in there. It's just I skipped it. It was just used for focusing. All right, there is that. Again, I suspect I have this hard drive. And I definitely have the manual that it goes with, so that's a thing. Let's see. My agenda is recap my RS Model 100s. Ah, sweet. I need to do that. Still, I have one that I need to do, and then I know someone who has one, and I'm just going to do theirs for them while I do mine. Might as well piggyback the effort. Okay. So, do that. Alrighty. Continue on with the work. For those that were interested earlier, put a couple of pictures of the Heath kit in the Discord. Ah, cool. Ooh, exposure is so much darker now that I don't have light directly on it. Bump that back up to 200. Bring the shutter speed back down to 60. There we go. Plenty to focus on in that weird thing. Effort. Oh no. Yeah. All right. And then we have the pink manual, which I probably have already pictured from one of the other IMSI things. Mimeographs. Graphs. Jeez. But RAM for a card. There, just get that done. So you're still capturing with RAW. How many gigs of storage is that going to take? Yesterday's pictures took 2 gigs of storage. I am capturing with RAW. I will always capture with RAW. It was 2.1 gigs yesterday. If you haven't gotten one already, you should really get Rex CPM for your M100. I have done nothing with the Model 100. Hilariously, okay, I bought my Model 100 on eBay as a listing with multiple things in it, and the Model 100 was not the thing that I wanted to buy. It was a printer. It was my ThinkJet. So I got the Model 100 and the ThinkJet, and then I focused on the ThinkJet because I was so excited about that. So the Model 100 just kind of slipped to the back of my mind. I actually forgot I had it until I saw something, I forget when it was, but it wasn't too long ago, and I was like, wait a minute, I actually have a 100. So yeah, it was kind of funny for me there. So, okay, all that's done. That binder's empty. None of those were actually bound, so it's not really a reason to put it back in the useless empty binder, so I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, let's work on the next thing. We got big brown binder and small brown binder. Which one do you want? Ugh. Big or small? Big. No idea what's in here. I am going to preview it off camera for a moment, just in case they put more sensitive documents in there. Let's see. That's backwards. Ah, Cody, you got beat, sorry. Okay. Well, this first thing's got some copyright IMSI. Basic E. Oh, is this the rest of the Basic E stuff? Is that what this is? All right, well, there's a bunch of Basic E stuff there. All right. I wonder if those other sheets go with this, because that's Basic E 12077. That says it's page 3. If we go back over here, Basic E reference manual, and we have 1 and 1 and 2 and then 3. So actually I think this all goes into that, which means that the rest of this is their whatever stuff. This is unrelated. Okay. So technically I've already taken a picture of that, but I will redo it in the binder so I know it's in the binder. This is one of those times where it's really good to be going through everything, because now I was able to rehome these sheets where they go. Oh, Jout, you gotta go? All right, see you later. Let's see, we got 123 viewers. Wow. For those of you who are here at the moment, I would just like to point out that we are 7 viewers away from hitting the awesome follower number. Joe, so if 7 of you are watching and you're not following, we could hit the awesome follow number here. Just saying. So, all right, that's there. Geyser Elf, thank you. The potentially Draga one, I'm not sure what that is. Oh, no, not that, no. No, we're at 1,331 right now. I think you guys can see the number of followers I have. You might only see like, oh, you only see 1.3K. You don't see the actual number, but we're now 6 followers away from that. And apparently my laptop's not muted, so let me do that. Okay, so let's get, or we enable follow only mode so people have to follow. Well, that's for chat, right? I wouldn't be totally against that. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it. Not for right now. I don't think it's totally necessary. So, okay. I'm going to zoom that out slightly because big binder is big. There you go. Portizo's got it. Okay. I feel really happy to have repatriated those pages where they need to go. So, that feels good. All right. Let's move on here. I have a digital research software license agreement. IMSI manufacturing. Dear licensed CPM closers, dear licensed CPM owner, please find an errata sheet for a bug we found in CPM. This is coming from IMSI. That is awesome. That is a mimeographed signature, so it actually has the sheen like live ink, but it is not. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. Wow. What? We have received your board unit for repair. Oh, that sucks. That is awful. Okay, they bought their IMSI. I can look through the documentation. I'm pretty sure they bought their first one, or at least most of them, in December 76. This is January 7th, 1977. So it broke in like a week. Oh, man, that's horrible. Why is that there, though? Well, we're definitely taking a picture of that, because that's awesome. Post on Twitter, my IMSI's broken 50 years ago. Or it was DOA? Yeah, basically. That explains the spares, yeah. They got a little gun shy there, wanted some backups. See, or it was the kit version. I'm pretty sure it's not the kit version because it has those blocks glued onto the capacitors. I've seen plenty of other images and stuff of other units that have the blocks, and I bet that means that it was manufacturer assembled, because who's going to bother to glue those on? So, all right, I'm going to just take a couple of bonus pictures here of stuff as I go through, because there's a lot of interesting things in here. Why have the wood blocks anyway? Yeah, exactly. It's not like those like 5-centimeter diameter capacitors are going to fall off. Especially since they're probably screwed in. It's not some piece of high-end audio. Yeah, I don't have to try and fool someone into buying it. All right, this is the CPM user's guide there, all that. So we can go to the next section. We're pleased to make available to you a powerful extended scientific basic for your floppy disk system. Okay, this is awesome. So I'm guessing they were in some kind of mailing group here to receive product updates from IMSI. This is ridiculous. This is so cool. Probably for some isolation to support the case. Oh, they would have the actual reason to put the wood blocks on is to stabilize the capacitor so that they would be more difficult to move around. If you screw them together like that, then they'll be a little more stable. And stupid camera has decided that it is rotated 90 degrees. I'm just gonna ignore it. I had to go through, okay, I can't ignore it, it's gonna drive me crazy. I had to go through and rotate all of the pictures I took yesterday 180 degrees because it was upside down and I forgot. That's part of why I'm excited to have the camera positioned like this, because it's actually correct here. And I actually need to do this a different way. Okay, like that, and then slowly down. All right. I think I should rotate this up a little. There we go. Reshoot that. You know what? I keep forgetting. I probably go into the camera manual settings and just disable the tilt. I probably should, because I'll never do that intentionally. I like Hellencroft's reason more for why they would have the wood. Okay, attention 8K basic users. We have discovered that using a line in basic program that is longer than 51 characters causes the list command to malfunction. So in July 76, oh, that's interesting. This is the earliest piece of documentation I've seen so far. July 76 means that they had it before the December 76 date that I initially saw. Interesting. Dear registered IMSI owner, we're releasing our initial version of 8K Basic to you now. The final improved version will be available in about 5 months. Okay, do I have some like really weird like beta software in here somewhere? Tilwolf, exactly, yeah. IMSI 8K Basic. Okay, loading paper tape version. I got 0 paper tape, by the way, and no paper tape reader, but I think I actually got a paper tape interface card. So there might be paper tape somewhere where these came from, or they chucked it all a long time ago. I don't know. So this might be long gone if it's not on a floppy disk, because this seems like paper tape. Unless that's the basic, is machine code, and you got to type it all in. Oh, it might be. Oh, that's delightful. Floating point input conversion routine, compute subscreen address. Oh my gosh, I think I have the early Altair basic source code. Good grief. TTY listing of tape. Did they print a floppy disk to paper or the tape? Are you kidding me? I love that it was printed and then it's actually a Xerox of a printing. Good grief. All right, that's a thing. That's a new thing. Although I think I actually have that in another something somewhere. Oh yeah, there's a lot here. I'm gonna be so busy. August 7th, 1976, basic key-in instruction. Oh, there we go. There's a single line for loading paper tape information, and then you have to have the paper tape, which I don't have. Need OCR that hex dump and see what it is? Oh yeah, that's gonna be so much fun. Oh man. Bootstrap loader. Key in the bootstrap system given starting at location 0. So there we go. That's another bootstrap for SCS revision 1, whatever that is. OCR script 3 characters? Yeah, exactly. I think the listing is the tape. Yes, I agree. I think it is. Okay, I don't know what this SCS thing is. It's long. Self-contained system operating system. Okay. Oh man, this is a lot. There's a lot here. This I could really badly, or really very much see being not backed up anywhere. Is that all the hex data? That doesn't seem like enough for how many pages that were. So you did an OCR of a hex dump of an old magazine because the actual ROM's never backed up online? That is hilarious. Okay, the IMSI 8080 monitor assembler and text editor portion of SCS2 supplied by IMS Associates Incorporated, free of charge, is a modified version of software written by Microtech of Sunnyvale, California for processor technology at Berkeley, California, who distributed the package free of charge. So this is the addendum to IMSI's operating system, I guess. This predates CPM, I suppose. This is a thing. Good grief. So SCS Rev 1. Oh, I'm afraid I'm going to have to scan all this. At least so far, these pages don't seem to be sticking together. They're doing okay. So hopefully this won't be too bad to do. This whole binder actually feels pretty good. Wow. Oh man, there's so much here. So much. How do you like that? You go and you buy software and you get paper. And not the kind with holes that you run through the loader. Wow. This is bananas. All right. This is all going to require some pretty heavy OCR. You know, something like this, I wouldn't be surprised if it would make sense to, or if it would make sense to run it through multiple OCR programs and then diff the outputs. That way you can see what might be the more difficult sections and then manually transcribe that. My finger has a minor thing going on here. Just give me a moment. Nothing to worry about, but it's going to look weird on camera if I don't take care of it. There we go. All right. That's going to take quite a while to archive. Yeah, it is. That is a whole thing. Yeah, I'm not I'm not looking forward to that, but that's actually probably something that's going to be unique. Cody, don't worry if it was about the finger thing. That's fine. My finger is now fine. It was just, yeah, I don't want you guys looking at it and seeing it weird. I think I had like a hangnail or something, and there was part of my finger that was swelling, and it started not swelling. So I'll just leave it at that. See, you need to do that because I found a lot of errors in my OCR hex dump and the CRC didn't match. Yes, I'm pretty sure. I'm thinking that that's probably going to be the best way to do it. So, digital research, introduction to CPM features and faculties, 1976. So we're getting even older. I have a, like, was it January 78 version of this? So there's a 76 version. And I like it when they put text right in the middle. It makes the camera a lot easier to focus. So the following documentation is reproduced with the permission of Digital Research, Pacific Grove, California. Alrighty. Well, since this was already dated, we don't need to flip through this or find stuff. But yeah, this is just manual. CPM is a disk operating system, so we don't need that. CPM Assembler User's Guide, 1976. So that's a good thing there. See, an automated doc scanner would be good for that. I'd be tempted to take that to a copy shop and get it done automatically. Yeah. So I once saw an OCR tool only screw up a little bit. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure what all. This is going to be a very easy binder to scan for sure because it's loose and the pages are all in pretty good condition. I'm not too concerned that I'm going to have issues with this one. And thankfully, this seems to be the most important one so far. So, bios.asm. I can't imagine that that's worth documenting. See, Del Morte, I'm, an automated scanner would be good for that. Tempted to take it to the copy shop. I wouldn't really want to take it to somewhere where people are involved and have them do it. I'd be a little afraid of them messing it up, damaging the stuff. Because, like, again, I may have the only copy of that apparently beta version of 8K Basic. I don't know. I will have to look for that online now. Yeah, that big binder, that was a good one to look through, that's for sure. So, okay, it's time to look at the small binder. I doubt the small binder is going to be as exciting. It is as dirty, though. Good. Ugh. I'll just do myself a minor favor here. Wipe it off, not get the board any dirtier than it has to. Okay. Let's see what's in the small binder. See, he already has a dock feeder. Yeah, I have a scanner dock feeder. But, yeah. 6805 cross assembler for MS-DOS and CPM 86. That sounds really fancy. Is this just going to be like assembly code to do this, or is this whole binder for nothing but that? That's empty. This is addressing modes. That seems like it goes more with that stuff. For MS-DOS and CPM 86, okay. This is version 3.0. It's all cross-assembler, I think. The whole thing is cross-assembler. TSK file to Intel hex format converter. Yeah, but it's in the same font as all this. So this is all for that. Okay. So I can take a picture of just the front. Interestingly, if we get in here, this was at least at some point a mimeograph document. I can tell by how the print is, but if I bring the camera in here, you can also tell it was dot matrix printed, like especially the 3 there, but because the mimeograph ink kind of just like bleh, spreads out, it smoothed it out a bit, and this is easier to read than pure dot matrix, which is kind of interesting to see. Ooh, I got some more of their tabs, so I can add my own tabs to some of these if I want to. All right, I'm just going to document this, and then like the first page that has the version number. All right. Let's see. Looks like some of us made the right choice. Most of our local ones are good, so I guess I'm spoiled. I have had some real pro jobs done in the past. That's nice. Let's see. Open a new tab. Yeah. Okay, this is probably not going to focus, so I'll just put that there. I can put it in the middle without it obstructing anything. Do my focus cheat. Then I will flip 2 pages in. You can probably focus on that. Yep. All right, this one's done. So small binder was not that exciting. You guys were right. All right, that's these done. I'm running out of space over here. Ugh, excuse me for a moment. Oh gosh. Oh, I needed to sneeze and I just didn't quite sneeze. Now I got that horrible not sneeze feeling. All right. Last thin manuals. That's it. That's all that's left. And then we'll have done everything. Oh, that feels good. Oh man, did I just put that down and immediately left like a dust mark? Great. All right, some ViewSonic monitor manual, but it's old enough to be worth doing here. You know what, I'm not gonna bother looking for like a revision, something in the manual. It's not gonna matter. The ViewSonic, that is. This though, probably will be worth looking at. Ooh, that's interesting. This is CompuPro, but it looks exactly the same as VSN. So maybe VSN did buy CompuPro. See, and you were afraid of how much stuff there were? You're already just about done with photoing? Yeah. Yeah. There's still a lot though. All right, so this is an October 1985 printing. And I can go ahead and put the glass on there. Oh, wait, I need to redo that one. Yeah, this is just documenting what I have, not having actual backups. Okay, here's the thing. $20 for this, whatever this is. I don't think the RAM card is $20. So was this manual $20? I don't know. Ooh, that looks important. The user manual for the CPU card. Well, that's nice to get. Got about focus working on networking, Moods Company, renamed VSN. Okay, yeah. $20 for the manual and the bare PCB. That could make sense. Oh my gosh, that'd be hilarious if all the CompuPro stuff was like hand built. Is it just me, or does that manual look like it was designed for like a 1930s cartoon with how that text is set up, but then there's like a picture of a CPU card in there? It's kind of weird. Having the aged brown edges on it doesn't help it to look very modern. Those glass plates are shelves for a fridge. It does look a bit cartoony. Yeah, it looks kind of ridiculous. Yeah, there's that, and that has the date on the front, so I don't have to worry about anything else. That's from July in 1980. And finally, televideo manuals. Booyah! I'm so excited about those. Yeah, it looks like a wanted poster. Oh, man. Here we go. Oh, I'm so excited to have that one. Yes. Oh, is there a revision on this? Oh, but they filled in the warranty. Let's see. Revision B. There is a revision. Oh, that's so nice. Installation User's Guide versus Operator's Manual. Installation User's Guide is much thicker too, so there's probably a functional difference between these two. What revision's this one? February 1981. That's all it says. And I'm gonna focus cheat because there's no way it's gonna focus on that flat page. Blank page. All right, that was the last picture. We're done. Whew. All right, where are we at? 2 hours, 32 minutes, or 20? Yeah, 2 hours, 32 minutes. So, what do you say we do some more actual work on documentation, and we document 3 things I have that are going to be critically important to preserve the information on, that are probably exceptionally rare. The 3 unassembled kits that I have. Because I have a feeling I should photograph the blank PCBs, both in normal light and on top of the monitor, just to get those done. Also, by the way, here's like a RAM card, and you can see all the flux because it was like hand assembled. That one, not so much. But I think this might, I don't know what this is. I thought this was going to be a tape reader. Bottom solder, it doesn't actually say what it is. But there's a bunch more RAM cards in there because, of course, there are more RAM cards. This thing is nothing but RAM cards. So you drop some pics of my systems in Discord. All right. Termination board. Is that what that is? Wait, you need a terminator board? S-100 needs termination? Seriously? I mean, yeah, it looks like it with all the resistors on there. I can't tell what this is anymore. That chip, neither the red one, that's been totally worn off if it was ever labeled. Oh my gosh, the thing's got gold legs on it. That's crazy. Yeah, all right. Bus terminator with all the resistors. Yeah, I mean, it probably is. It makes sense, but I don't know why. I didn't know S-100 needed that. But all right, let's take a look at these kits. Start with this one arbitrarily. There are a couple of things that I want to do here. And one of them is going to be throwing some stuff away because I want to preserve these for as long as possible, and that is going to be part of doing that. But I'm going to need these to do that. Okay. Here we have an unused PCB. And it is labeled SIO Rev 3 1976 IMSI Manufacturing Corporation. So, this is an original IMSI kit, unassembled. There is the check that they wrote for it. That's a check. I'm gonna not try and dox them there. Yeah, wow, indeed. They paid $18 for that. So, really trying to be careful with everything here. More receipts. So they bought it from Byte Shop That's a thing. Yeah, wow. That's hilarious. Another check, I guess, or that's not a check. It's a receipt. Just a receipt. Okay, but this is what I was really trying to find. This is the original parts list for the board here. I'm trying to be very careful. So those are the parts that you need to put this together, and those are the parts you need to put this together. So we have the parts. Downside though, this is the bad foam, and that's what I need to do. I want to move all of these parts into rails. So I'm going to cut some rails to put these parts into so they don't get corroded legs, which if I do this, disconnect USB, go over to here, go over to here, bring this up. Come on, aperture, work with me. Man, it really does not want to focus. Why? Why is it having so much trouble? Oh, there we go. So you can start to see the white buildup on there. The foam is beginning to corrode the legs on these parts, so it does have to be removed. So we're going to do that. I'm actually going to take a really nice picture of that too while I'm at it, to document that that does happen. But I will do that after I photo both sides of the PCB and then with light. So, and the instructions. And some other stuff. I don't know what all is here. Please note, this is an MZI thing. I definitely recognize that font. Please note your kit is for an SIO 2-2. Part number has been substituted. Oh, okay, with that. All right, interesting. So let's get some stuff pictures. Look at all that. There's so much there. Oh my gosh. And then there's another thing full of sockets. Let's see. Had no idea anti-static foam corrosion was a thing. It absolutely is, for sure, unfortunately. So, okay, bare PCB documentation. Boop, yeah. All right, let's get this done. There are people who clone MZI stuff, so this will be beneficial to them. Okay, I need to close and reopen the control program here. I need my keyboard to actually connect to the computer. Come on. Oh my gosh, keyboard, seriously. One of two things I learned from Adrian: remove NiCan batteries from chips and remove chips from that type of somewhat greasy foam. Yeah, it's a thing that's been known for a little while. So, also a picture of all the parts laid out nicely. I will do that as best I can, but like this has parts on both sides of this foam, which is a harder foam. I think it's safe actually. No, that one's corroding them as well. Okay, so I'm taking out everything. Wow. Seriously? These are even worse. Holy moly. So, okay, we're taking out all the foam. Yeah, I would like to have an MZI clone. I would like to have a PC with an MZI front and paddle switches. That would be hilarious. All right, should we do... I think we should do the full lighting setup, because I want to eliminate glare. So I'll go ahead and grab the television again, and then I'm going to put you guys back on this because I'm about to block this all off and make it impossible to see anyway. Let's see, would that pink foam be better for storage? I think no foam is going to be ideal for storage. I think just foam in general is going to degrade too much to be usable long term. You just can't have the nice soft material. You know what? Lean that against the arm. There we go. See, those plastic tube thingies? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Rails. So I'm going to move everything I can into rails here. I have some rails that are mostly unpopulated, like these ones have some leftover RAM 4164s from when I filled in my Techmar Captain. So I'm going to cut that rail into smaller segments so I don't have to have that there. Bingo, light. Okay, so let's work on setting the exposure here. Good thing I always save the package from DigiKeys. Yeah. See, I got some TTL 555 timers from my college days and that. Might have to rethink how to store them. I would. All right, so let's drop the ISO down. That does a lot for us. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in a fair bit because we don't need all of that. Okay, get this centered here. All right. Knolling parts, I'm not sure what that is. Can you tell if the boards have layers or is the circuitry just on the surface? This should be double-sided board, but we are going to x-ray the board as well, essentially. Because we're going to put it on the monitor and take a picture of that as well. Okay, white balance. Let's do flash. Maybe cloudy? Cloudy looks okay. They don't have like blue. Shade. Ooh, shade's pretty good. We'll go with that. It's a little red, but that's closer. Saving Knolling is laying out the parts in a nice grid. Oh, okay, yeah. We can maybe do that. Now that I think about it, these are static sensitive parts, and I probably don't want to lay them out on a white sheet. So I don't know. We'll look at what we can do. All right. Take the picture. I closed the folder, but here we go. Camera rotated because it's a turd, but whatever. Keyboard turned off because it's also a turd. Stupid keyboard. All right. If you can see through the PCB like this one, it's usually only double-sided. Oh, I'm sure it is only going to be double-sided. So there is our nice high-resolution picture of the circuit board. So we need to get... Still need to get Shelby Sargon Amiga. Yeah, you were correct. I still don't have any kind of Amiga. That's all looking pretty good there. I really wish the keyboard would connect to the computer. But yep, I'm okay with that. Let's flip the board over. Get the other side. Ah, yep, Nick, that would be cool. I'm going to be releasing these as openly as possible, so anyone who wants to copy whatever I get here and re-host it, I'm going to be more than happy to have them do that. So, yeah, if they reach out or I reach out to them, we can definitely do that. Keyboard still hasn't connected. Seriously, keyboard? Good grief. You can even see the glass fiber texture. Yeah, that's what I'm going for here. I want these to be ridiculously well documented. Okay, so there's that. Let's get the assembly notes photoed. Go back to the live view here. I'll be putting the replacement notice on there first. looks good. Affording things is for chumps, yeah. All right, this page I'm going to recrease to be flat so I can get the picture. Okay, let's get it slid in there. I think that will focus well enough. That looks pretty good. Oh my gosh, keyboard, you are infuriating. Yeah, that looks fine. I'll just have to do. There we go. Yep, that's good. Okay. So there's nothing on the back of that. Is there anything else specifically related to this that I should document like this? No. Okay, so the next step is going to be X-raying the circuit board by putting the monitor down and then getting pictures through the board of the traces. Oh, should we do the other kits while we're set up like this? Should I just... Nah, we'll do them one at a time. This doesn't take too long to set up. So, just move along here. Okay, so that... I don't think the camera likes that. And then I was thinking, you know, it'd be the smart thing to do is put the glass over the monitor when I do this, so I don't just ruin the display. How's that for cool? Boom. And we will go here, and you'll see it without the red. The red is just overexposure warning. My keyboard seriously wants to drive me nuts. All right, rotate left, bingo. Yeah, definitely double-sided. See all the things. I complained about it enough finally, Cody? Okay. Here we go, change keyboard. All right, we're gonna go cams here. So, I'm going to be changing the keyboard. I wish I could, you know what, I will just turn it off for now, because that's gonna mess up the exposure here. Come on, shut off. There we go. I'll just put this there right now. So I was using a Keychron K8 that blinking LED there means that it's not connecting to the laptop because it is just absolutely useless. But we will be switching to a Reveal ergonomic keyboard that has Alps switches that is an AT keyboard. So it's an ergonomic mechanical AT keyboard. And that is now what I'm using. So there we go. Now I can zoom in and all the good stuff. So much easier. So back to this. Now we can zoom in, aka PS2. Yeah, it is. But it's weird to have an ergonomic AT keyboard. Yeah, that's looking really, really good there. The angle is not quite right because the display is somewhat low. So perhaps I could tip it up even more than it currently is. There we are. Try that. Yeah, it's super cool to be able to do this. Come on, TV, turn on. There we go. Yeah, it's dim, and then it'll do bright. Boom. Perfect. We'll save that, but we're going to retake this. Go back to live. I may have to zoom out slightly here, yeah. Yeah, that's much more on axes now. Turn on that to eliminate the top light. Yo, TV, turn on. So I haven't checked Caps Wiki, but a section about reforming may be good if it isn't already there. It is on there. It's not great, but it is there because it's mostly a bullet point of facts rather than other stuff. So, all right, let's retake this. I'm going to make sure I step away from the table for a moment, let it all wobble out. Boom. This I want to be a really nice picture. Go back over to this. Take a close look at that. Oh, that one's real nice. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's flip it over and get the other side. Wait, click, boom. All right, I am satisfied with that, I think. Oh yeah, that's real nice. Looks like it could be rotated. I just crashed it, so we won't worry about rotating it for now. But that'll work for that. I don't think we need that for anything else at the moment. So let's go back here, and I'm going to set up to take a macro picture of the corrosion on everything. So let's work on that. What's the funky histogram critter? It's not really doing a whole bunch here. Let's see. Could add a link to the Department of Defense handbook for the reforming page. Yes, I should add that. You know, that page wasn't really meant to be like a good link to there, or a good bit of information on that yet. I just kind of dumped all the scripts I'd written, or outlines or notes, all my information I had on that stuff onto Caps Wiki as I was bringing the page up, or the whole site up. So I'll go back and I will make it better. And I'm really thinking about making my Caps reforming video this week. I might do it because there's so many people commenting on the MZI video stating that you don't need to reform capacitors when you absolutely do. So, yeah. All right, let's do some macro. This is going to be interesting to play around with. It's also weird to have the camera like that, but not on a tripod. But people think you don't need to reform caps. Some people don't. They are fairly convinced that reforming caps is like completely fake. Oh my gosh, this stuff wants to stick to this all so bad. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab my green silicone mat and put this on there because that should make it somewhat ESD safe. There we are. This is flipped around. I may do this. Preferences. Flip, flip. There we go. Now it'll make sense as I try and position it. I need some light in there. I could use flashlight, or we could bring GoPro down here and I could use its light. That'll be easier. Boom. That worked okay. Oh, that's gnarly. I think I need more light. I'm gonna try and bring the TV up here. Hello, Legal Ogen. Hello, special hello, since it's your first time chatting. But yeah, I'm using a face tracking program to do that. It's pretty cool. You know, I'm wondering if maybe I need something better here. I'm gonna go for some real light on this. Use one of my nice filming lights. I gotta rotate this first because the cable's all caught up in it. That television's not gonna give me the amount of light I need here for this shot. This, boom, is. Lots of light now. Let's see. Yeah, you're not going to be able to really see me for a moment here, but if I bring up the capture, you can see what I'm going for. So I'm trying to get this dialed in as much as I can. I definitely need to change the white balance to daylight. That'll work more. Yep, that's a bit more correct. Actually, that looks very, very correct. Let's bump ISO up to 200 here. Let's see. Yeah, if I am touching the workbench at all, there's shake. I think that's okay. I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to shoot this to get everything as in focus as possible. I think we're going to do straight on like that. So I'm going to leave that. I'm going to step off for a moment. Click. Let's see what we get. Oh man, that is good looking. Oh yeah, if that doesn't make you scared, I don't know what will. Look at that. Wow. All right, there you go, Helen Croft. You can figure it out. Got your Texas Instrument part number. Yeah, that one's really good. All right, let me take a peek at the other chips, see if there's anything else that's looking extra bad. Ooh, there's one there that's got some stuff going on. Let's get that one. Let's see, find a companion 1489. Probably in there. Found a 1488. Oh wait, that's the same thing, never mind. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about that. I am gonna take another picture though of a different chip on the white foam. White foam is not usually associated with doing this as much. It's usually the black foam. So this is good information to be documenting here. Which one was it? Oh, it's that one, that's for sure it. Okay, I'm gonna raise this up slightly and then point it down a little more. Reposition this to get the bad one there. Bring out the focus some more. Which one was it? Ooh, there it is. So I might want to actually do that. Yep, there we are. All right, I will wait a moment and click. I said click. Boom. Ah, yeah, there we go. That's some horrible stuff. Mmm, yummy. Whoa, that is 10 whiskers if I've ever seen it. We're going for that more. That's kind of incredible. We're super macroing that. I'm going all in on there. Yeah, we're reshooting specifically to try and capture that in as much detail as possible. Okay, I'm gonna have to see the big 10 whiskers. It's interesting to see. Wow, that's insane. Whoa. All right, let me get this way in there. Okay, let it unshake. All right, let's look at the result. Oh, I like that. Wow. I think I can still do better, but dang. That's why the military and space industry still use leaded solder? Absolutely. Yeah, wow. This is cool to see. Okay. I'm going to try and reposition this a little more even to better utilize this light. See, some IC legs are just coated straight up tin. They'll be much more susceptible to this. Yeah, I think that might be what's actually happening here. I think possibly we're not seeing corrosion from the foam. We are seeing the materials just degrading naturally. All right, let's try that. Wait for the shake to stop. clicked the wrong thing. Okay, let's check. Oh, I think that's a way better picture. Maybe it's hard to tell. They're so small. Wow, though. So, for the record, okay, this is the kind of thing where I might reference it in a video, and finding pictures that I can, with certainty, use in the video to describe a phenomenon can be very difficult. So that's part of why I'm focusing so much on this, is that I will now have pictures of tin whiskers that I can use in any video in the future that I want to reference at. So that's part of why this is really awesome to get. For me, just for video production stuff. So yeah, this is good. Wow. Where's the focus? The focus is a little behind. If I could somehow bring it forward, tiny amount. I can use your picture. I appreciate that, Helen Croft. I will probably add that to my collection then. Out of curiosity, are you keeping them private? Will they end up somewhere like Wikimedia Commons? So far, I keep this kind of stuff just in Google Photos because I can kind of search from it from there, or search for it from there, but I should probably put together a repository that I can share, and I would make it all like Creative Commons 0, just like get it out there, do it. Wow, this is excellent. I'm trying to think what might be, is there any other good ways I get this picture? I don't think so. I think I pretty much got it as well as I'm going to with this setup. This lens is not a good lens, by the way. This is a 70s Nikon FM10 lens. It's a pack-in lens for a cheap film camera from the 70s, but putting it on backwards means that I can get it really close. So yeah. Tin whiskers bracket with a Dell power supply. Wow, that is really new to be having that issue. Jeez. Yeah, wow, these are, holy moly. That's really nice to see. The inside of that chip, by the way, could look like that, and then it's just toast. There's no way to know. Man, all right. So, short of the power supply out. Wow. But all right, we're going to do what next? I'm not sure. Now I'm feeling like this is a waste of time. Try to save these. They're growing tin whiskers. Like, who cares about the other stuff? They're probably internally bad. Realized I didn't get pictures of the black foam, so I should do that. Because that's the one that's more traditionally associated with this. Yeah, gold chip is going to be more corrosion resistant, and it looks like it is maintaining that. It's not as bad, but the nickel, tin plated, whatever ones are going south. There we go. I think that's good. So at least it's not a rare IC with hard to replicate functionality. The real thing is here is it doesn't matter for me because I'm not going to build up this card. I'm leaving it as a kit forever. So it doesn't really matter what condition it is. I was hoping to save these, but it might be a little bad now. So you can just brush the whiskers off. Yeah. Boom. All right, see what that looks like up close. Oh, that's good. That is classic bad foam right there. See it coming up from the foam. That's a good one. All right. See, have you seen any crowbar circuit? I'm not super familiar with that. I've heard the term, but I haven't looked into it too much. All right. I think we're going to call it there for the macro stuff. So, unbuilt kit forever, kind of sad. Not really. You can always have a kit be unbuilt, but you cannot unbuild a built card and have it be the same. If I want to be able to demonstrate, well, okay, let me think. Let me move the light here. If you have a complete card, you can show that you have a complete card. If you have a kit, you can show that you have a kit, but every time a kit becomes a complete card, there is one less kit to be used as a historical reference. So something like this is more valuable from a historical perspective, incomplete, unassembled, than it is assembled. So, yeah. It's a circuit that deals with surges by... Okay, yeah, that sounds familiar, Tyler. So, I want to try and protect these ICs, and I'm going to get some rails here to do this. We'll see how effective I am here, because I don't know how many I have versus how much stuff I need to protect. I don't have a tremendous number of rails. This is all of them, and I'm just going to try and hope I find some that are empty. And then some of these are bad, and these dip 40s or 48 sockets or whatever they are falling out. Let's see. Can you replicate the kit? That is exactly why I'm taking these pictures, because someone can now come by, take the board here, reproduce it, and then they can take the parts list that I just documented and then recreate the kit. Although I'm not quite sure how you're supposed to assemble this, because this doesn't have reference designators. Huh. That's a little strange. And there's no schematic in here. Weird. Okay. Yeah, remake the kit is the better way? Yes. So, how can I do this? And what is needed where? We have the sockets, and we have the actual chips. So I can put all the chips in this for sure. I'm curious if I have more chips in this foam than I have rail, though. And then again, I have these other two kits, which I actually haven't looked at. So try not to contaminate these. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. That's got to be RAM. There's got to be a RAM card. What is this? RAM 4A. Okay. So these are all 2102s. All right. So there's that. And they are corroding, of course. I feel like these might be better going into the RAM. How many do we have here? 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's pretend 8, 4 by 8, 32. I think this does not hold 32 chips. That's 5. So let's pretend here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This can hold 25. So this rail can't hold as many chips as that is. That's a problem. And I only have 1, 2 that can hold these. Okay. Or is this another one? Actually, that's an empty rail. It's the same size as that. So I can't put all this in rails. Just straight up. So yeah, tech intentionally migrate it to new foam to prevent any more corrosion. I'm trying to work on moving them into rails, but that's apparently going to be hard because I don't have enough rails for everything. And then there's this kit, which I haven't looked at yet because it's got a lot of weird stuff in it. I don't know what these are. So these are text extension. Oh my gosh, these are sockets in a card. What? These are dip sockets. Okay. So there's multiple of those. All right. Is this another RAM card? This is another RAM 4A. This one's sealed. This is a sealed RAM kit from Imzai. This one has a white foam in there too, and that one's missing it. Huh. Puts 2 chips together, putting pairs in the SD bag. Yeah, it might be doing something like that. General purpose static RAM. Yeah. So this is, oh man, this is a lot of thing to take in here. Why are there only some sockets in that one, but then there were a bunch in the other? So I like the concept period correct replicas like Apple ones, but the newer you get, more specialized proprietary chips are. Yeah. It's difficult to replicate stuff. Okay, so I only need to scan one of these, so I don't need to do anything with this one yet, because these are identical. Yeah. So that all goes with that. I'm going to put this to the side. I don't like the fact that I'm going to have to unseal this one to protect it. That kind of blows. This is a little frustrating, actually. Now I have to make the choice. Do I leave it sealed and let it corrode the chips that I'm never going to use? Or do I open it just to protect the chips that I'm never going to use? Order empty chip tubes. Yeah, I don't know how much they are. How much are they? Let me look that up real quick. Can you get them on, well, I'll just look on eBay. That'll be a better place. See, empty dip rail. Well, that gets me a lot of tobacco chew for some reason. Okay. Empty IC rail. Gets me a lot of security camera stuff. The internet's great. Is there like a DigiKey part for that? I don't know. So what's your holy grail for nostalgia computing? Hewlett Packard, Bell, Pentium MMX, Performance 575. I don't even know what my holy grail would be at this point. I'm going to pick a weird thing. I want a Linspire computer complete in the box. There we go. That's what I want. Because I had one, and I got to use Linspire on it once, and then it was wiped and had XP put on it, which was obviously more useful at the time, but I actually wanted to try Linspire. I think that might have been my first experience with Linux, and I really wanted to try that, but it just, XP was the way to go because I couldn't do anything with it, and it was decided that that would be the better thing to have on there, and it was, but I would still like to try that sometime. So, I don't think they're typically called rails. I see them called tubes. I can try that. Empty IC tube. No. Maybe I'll remove empty. Well, I could buy chips that I don't care about in a tube and then just pour them out. See, I haven't heard of Linspire in a long time. Probably one of the first distros I tried as well. Yeah. Yeah, I would really like a stock Linspire computer. That's what I would like. Probably never going to find one. So, I don't have enough here to safely do this. Like even one. See, empty IC2s, buying the chips to make clones of the kit maybe be the best way to get perfectly sized tube. Yeah, I don't need to build a kit though, because the thing is I have a ridiculous number of cards already. I really don't need any more cards, I think. I'm curious about your tubes link here. Whoa, $2? Do we get like a specific size? Organize your shop or bench. We have surplus these tubes. Typically hold up to 25 dip 14 or 50 dip 8s. Ah, that's nice. I confirmed to get a confirmation that this holds 25. So, okay, $2 a pop. Shipping's gonna suck. These have to be shipped in a mailing tube, yeah. I don't know what that's gonna cost. Big Valley, static, IC tube packs. Quote request. Oh man, I think you're gonna have to order like a couple of thousand of those from them. Unfortunately, I think for now, I'm going to just put these back. I know they're bad. I know I need to take care of them. But I'm going to focus on other stuff, and I will get back to these and protect them later. Honestly, I don't know how much worse they're going to get, considering that they're already 50 years oldish. They're on their downslope, of course, so they need to get protected sooner than later, but for right now, I think I should prioritize work on other stuff. I need to picture the other RAM card and list of parts still. See, the DIP 8 is only 14 is only for the small chips. Big DIP is 40. Yeah. Is that Farnell part for ordering those? Or is that just, oh, it's data sheet? Yeah. I'll look at what makes sense. I like the rails because they're going to be mostly chemically stable for this kind of stuff. So I'm not as concerned about them going rogue on me. But we'll figure out what makes sense. Let's see, I think I need to put these back in here. It might be possible to just put them in a bag too, not having a bag in a bag. Can you 3D print something to keep them in? Yes, I could. It's one of those things though, where then I have to sit down, I have to design it, and then I have to print it, and I'm not doing that right now. So I was hoping for a right now solution, and I don't have one. So we're gonna go for plan out a better solution later is the way to go, because I can't just immediately solve the problem. So I'm going to try and look at what's an ideal solution instead, rather than just a good enough one. Also, hello, the one and only 83, since it's your first time chatting. All right, I'll put these back away. Yeah, I could do that, Hellencroft. But I will get back to this later. Right now I'm just going to focus on documenting, I guess, one more RAM card, because they're basically the same thing. So, let me do that. So it's two identical kits from here. So let me bring the TV back up here. Actually, I gotta change out the lens first. And then I think this will be the end of stream after this, because from here it's other more difficult stuff to work on. So, get the television back up here. Wow. Might have the rare sub 4-hour stream today, actually, if this goes smoothly enough. Wow, I've drank almost no water. I should correct that here. I helped I had a bunch right before the stream started. All right. I get this recreased so it can be slightly flat. Okay, get the reflector up. Switch on over to this. The TV was definitely time well spent working on something. All right. CompuGuy 1088, it is, and hello, since it's your first time chatting. All right, ISO 100, and we're gonna go shutter speed 160. Okay, right in the middle, that's perfect. Go ahead and snap that. Bingo, and it accidentally rotated the correct way. That'll work. All right, let's get some PCB shots. It's the RAM kit. This is, yeah, it's this. Okay. Found RAM tubes for sale there. Oh my gosh, 49 cents each. That's nothing. And that's at quantities of 1. Whoa, okay. That might be winter there. Huh. All right. This could be brighter. Let's go 125, a little more, 180. That's pretty good. Well out of the low range. I don't want to get too far into the high range. They also have end pins and rubber stoppers. Oh yeah, I can consider you probably have to buy those separately, don't you? Yeah, I will need some of those. Okay, so that looks pretty good there. I could zoom it in, but I'll just leave it. It's gonna be fine. Boom. There we go, our nice, bright, clear picture. Go ahead and flip it. Looks like it's probably good. I will investigate them a little closer here. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Okay. I did not change the white balance this time, but you know what? Oh well. All right, now let's do X-ray. All right, stay safe, broken code. All right, I will do this time too. I'll show you guys the whole setup for the X-ray shot, because I don't think I did that this time. I'm going to use that to hold up the back of the TV so it stays level with the feet. And then I'm going to put glass on there. And that's pretty much it. Boom. I'll turn off the other lights so we don't get more in there, but that'll work out. Ooh, probably see the watermark in that weird dollar. Yeah, we can. Ha! So there's the watermark. I hadn't seen that yet. All right, let's check it out live. Reposition this. Okay, that's going to be a really good shot. That is very nicely framed. I'm going to hold off of here for a little bit. So just me, or is that slightly creepy? I don't think so. The watermark? That's just how those things work. All right. Oh, I touched the bench right before I took the picture. I should retake this. Just give it a moment. Boom. Okay. That one should be sharper. Bingo. Oh, that's nice. So clear. This is definitely the way to take pictures of these things. All right, let's flip it. Boom. Wait a moment. Let the shake go away. Boom. And that should be good. Oh, yeah. And just out of curiosity here, the whole set of all pictures I have taken is, it's more than it's saying it is, because these aren't included. 4.5 gigabytes for all the pictures we've taken over the last 2 days. Best use of a broken TV ever? I feel like so. I'm really happy with a light table. Even if this only is what makes sense, it makes a lot of sense. So, okay. Is there anything else we should do with this? I'm thinking that that's probably good for now. Because the other kit is actually the same as this one, so there's no real reason to get that one involved here. And it's sealed, so yeah. And I'm also thinking I may not unseal it. I haven't decided. Now I gotta think about that. Not really concerned about the value. It's just like, that's the thing. And then, I don't know, I have all sorts of weird thoughts with this stuff because it's so expensive. Because it's like, that's a sealed kit over there. I could sell that and recoup a lot of money. But I also want it because it's cool, but I don't really care. So I don't know. I can't really think. I tend to just keep stuff as a collector because it's easier than regretting it later. Well, if a sun flare or geomagnetic storm ever happens, the retro stuff in private basement collections will probably be the only computers left working. Well, the downside is I'm in the second floor of this office, so I will be closer to the EMI solar flare that'll wipe it all out. There we go. Now that's properly sealed. Do this one too and try and turn off the television. Said try and turn off the television. Please turn off. There we go. So Adrian's digital basement to save humanity. Yeah, really? These are really difficult to close, man. I'll do that last one too. I really hope they didn't spend $18 on this ribbon cable. That would suck. Although, interestingly, let's take a little walk. Oh my gosh, it's got the screws taped to it. This thing is crazy. I'm gonna have to do a thing over here. Pretty sure I know what that's gonna be. Yep. Just want to walk you over to the IMSI for a moment. So, oh, that's really gross. Something I noticed that's kind of annoying, and I wish wasn't like this. Here we go. So this is my phone. This is the cable that came in this kit, and this is exactly the same cable, I believe, that is on those over there. So we can actually see there's a patent number 3462. So I'm going to leave that here. I'm going to walk over to the IMSI, which is just right here, all nice and open. First of all, look how enormous the capacitors are. They're ridiculous. But this is a 39 or 3462. So yeah, I believe that's the same. So the thing about these cables is that they are solid core. These are really rigid. They do not like droop. And I'm really concerned about these, and I'm trying to avoid bending them as much as possible because unlike something like this front panel here, which is stranded cable, you can feel that it's much floppier. That's not good. Also, now that you have a close-up camera here, you can see the bend on that pin that I'm gonna have to try and fix. I don't think I'm going to be able to. I think that's just gonna crack when I try and bend that back. I don't see how that's gonna be solvable. But yeah, so weird. Oh, there's termination on the board. Huh. So I wonder if the CompuPro doesn't have that. The CompuPro's down there and it's closed up so I can't see it, but oh, onboard termination, okay. Anyway, yeah, solid core, not really sure what's the deal. Oh, back to over here. Okay. Oh, the tape on the ribbon is going to leave the glue behind. It absolutely is. That should be a movie. All the retro computing guys collaborate to re-engineer, rebuild the internet with old 18-bit 16 machines. So numbers on the part of the connector itself, not the cable. Yeah, that's for the, yes, but I'm pretty sure they're all exactly the same cable that came from the same source. Because it wouldn't make sense. But what I'm saying is those are the cables that are on there, and I was just trying to illustrate they're all solid core, which is concerning to me. I'm also not sure what they are. They're either serial or FIF, and I don't know which. So, yeah, FIF as in the floppy controller thing that I have 4 different manuals for some reason. So, yeah, that's a thing. All right, from here, let me think about some stuff. Let's go to this camera. So this whole setup, I don't need anymore the Nikon on the arm, so I will probably not use that as heavily for a bit now, because I'm not going to be doing much direct scanning, so we'll be back to the GoPro arm. The next streams, whatever those are, I'm not really sure, because there's so much to go through with the IMSI stuff. I got to make some actual plans here. So I don't have the 8-inch adapter board for the 8-inch floppy drives yet, so I might be holding off on that. Maybe we could put it together and just try firing it, see what happens, do unloaded power supply voltage test, and then, I don't know, I still need to get some kind of load tester type thing. I can't decide if I want to go automotive bulbs or if I want to try and get like an actual load tester, but I won't be able to get an actual load tester in time, so I should probably just go buy like a bunch of 6 volt or 12 volt automotive bulbs and sockets and build a little thing to connect them to, because I do want to load test stuff. But yeah, that's probably the next step, even though I can't use it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about what I want to do next, because from here I think it would be best to start trying to refurb the CompuPro's power supply, get that fired up, because that's a thing. That's probably going to be the easiest one. I don't know how the caps are mounted on the IMSI. It was nice to have the documents. Maybe I can look in there and see, or hopefully they're scanned. I can look in those, so I don't have to leaf through the tons and tons of manuals I've got. But yeah, I got to figure out what'll make the most sense to go with from here. But I think that is it for now. Now I'm going to go back through all the images after this stream ends here and finish filling out my list of everything I've got here. So this was up to date as of yesterday's stream, but now I'm going to go through and add the remaining documents that I just cataloged today so that I can figure out what all I've got, and then we can start figuring out what will need to be preserved. So yeah, hopefully not too much, because whatever method I'm going to use is not going to be great. So yeah, I think that's it for now though. So I think we will wrap this up, and I will have a delightfully early day here. So ooh, using the weird, I like the trackpad. I don't have a problem with this. Huh. So Yeah, I think I'm gonna be okay with a keyboard having this built in, because that's kind of what I want for the streams. So, I guess I'm gonna roll the outro here. It feels early, only 3 hours and 40 minutes, but we've kind of achieved all our goals for now. So, yeah, all right. Let's run it and have a relaxed day. Well, thank you all for being here. I'm very happy with having that project done. That was something I was really wanting to get over with. More so now that I know I have everything. Like those televideo manuals. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to have these. Oh, I can't wait to start looking through these and figuring stuff out. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, I was really concerned I was not gonna have those. So that's like my main thing that made me happy today is now I have those. Because I'm pretty excited about those terminals. I really want one of those working. Well, I have two. I really want both of them working. Do some multi-user stuff. So that will be fun. But that's gonna be coming up in a bit. I don't know what they have for caps in them. But I will be opening them before I fire them up. At the very least, I probably want to see if there's any reefas that are gonna blow up on me. So that'll be something. But yeah, really good stuff found today. I'm very excited. Really confused about the floppy disk manuals, so I don't know why there's 4 of them. And I'm probably gonna have to go through those in more detail. And I bet I'm gonna have to scan a bunch of that stuff. So that'll be something. But that is it for now. Hope you guys had fun. We are 2 subs away from the fun, or subs, 2 follows away from the fun number that we didn't hit in this stream. Oh well, it'll happen while we're not watching, but that is it for now. If you guys enjoyed this on YouTube, you might want to subscribe to the channel, or you can head over to Twitch and follow me there, which is the same thing. If you want to support the channel, you can subscribe on Twitch, which is a thing that's slightly different, or you can find me on Patreon. But that is it for the moment, and I will see you next time. Print out. There it is.